to reserve your next table. We're open for lunch and dinner. Fleming's, where great steaks, good times. Call at 213-745-9911.
Michelle Smallman here for Gainbridge and their Give Back program, Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity's goal is to empower girls and women through sports and education, providing 32 organizations in 21 states $222 of grant funding during 2025. These grants aim to level the playing field and expand access to sports and education for girls and women across the country. Here's to a future with no limits for women's sports with Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State. With 10 minutes left in the second quarter, Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station. Oh! The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
Second down and goal from the 2. Helmet high snap, looking left, throws that way, and it's caught for a touchdown. Devontae Adams, touchdown LA. Shaken up but good to go. Devontae Adams continues his streak. He leads the NFL with 9 receiving touchdowns.
9th QB to go over 400 all time. All right, Matthew Stafford. Great job today, man. Love playing with you guys. It's a hell of a lot of fun, man. Let's get it going for next week, huh? Rams on 3, 1, 2, 3. Rams.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
San Diego Superchargers, San Diego Chargers.
So a third down play coming up now. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers in the shotgun, trips left, single man to the right. Looks over the defense, play clock down to 3. Rodgers lifts his right leg, gets the snap, back to throw, looking, under pressure, steps up, back into the end zone. He's hit, and he's going to go down. Khalil Mack got him in the end zone for a safety. He now has 6.5 career sacks against Rodgers.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
Thank you for letting me share in your aura.
How do you say his name? Asmir?
Asmir.
On 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app. And on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Bigger than U.S. Steel.
What a catch by the tight end.
Dungus.
Right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
I've danced with the devil.
It is smooth, baby. Yeah. Bing, ba-dum-bum. Yeah. Boom, bing-dum-bum.
Oh, the Bolt gang, Cappy.
Bing,
They
suck
those bolts, Cappy. They put you in a vice last night.
Not really.
Yins are going to go down to SoFi and get your ass kicked.
Yins went down to SoFi and had a really good time in that potted down, some irons and that. But I don't really care about the Chargers. That don't mean nothing to me. You know what means something to me, George?
Yeah, it does.
No, you know what means something to me?
What means something to you?
The Rams, baby.
No, the Rams. Listen, the Rams might be the best team in football right now.
Oh, and by the way, it sets up for like a college football matchup this late in the season.
Yeah,
Imagine a number 1 versus a number 2 this late in the year.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen this upcoming weekend when the Rams host the Seattle Seahawks. Because you say the Rams are the best team in football, I would agree. Seahawks not far behind. We'll find out what happens tomorrow in the Cap 10. But
no, Wednesday in the Cap 10. I'll send you a note.
Why, what's up?
We got a new sponsor. We want you in studio for it.
I'll be there.
7:03 and 12 seconds.
Quack, quack. You're not in tomorrow?
He is not in studio tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
None of us are, actually.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's Veterans Day, and I have a lot of veteran stuff to celebrate.
Okay. I'm wearing my Salute to Service Rams hat.
It's a good-looking hat.
Speaking of service, we'd like to thank Aaron Rodgers for participating this season and his career. Pick up your commemorative "You Suck, Old Man" T-shirt at the door.
I mean,
wow.
Here we go.
He might be maybe too much ayahuasca last night or something. I don't know what was going on
bad,
there.
Man.
Meanwhile, on the flip side, to your point, Matthew Stafford in his last 6 games
Insane.
20 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. By the way, nobody in NFL history has had a stretch like that.
How about the last 3 games where he's had 4 or more touchdown passes and 0 interceptions? So, I mean, the numbers that Stafford is putting up, and isn't it interesting when you look at Stafford and the way he's playing, you go, wow, that's a 37-year-old guy who understands the game so well that he can put out that kind of performance. And then you look at Aaron Rodgers and you go, there's a 41-year-old guy who looks like he's trying to survive out there.
Yeah, I mean, well, one of them's coming off an Achilles injury a couple years ago. And then the other one, and 4 years is a big difference at that age. That's not like a small amount of time.
No, it's also the difference between the roster of what the Rams have, just as an example, and the roster of what the Steelers have or don't have. I mean, the Rams are so deep.
But you think Aaron Rodgers' skills haven't eroded?
Oh, no, he's not the same player he was. I mean, how could he be? He's 41 years old.
Right.
He's, like you said, he's coming off an Achilles injury. And the fact is that when Aaron Rodgers left the Packers, he was Aaron Rodgers. Since then, he's become the Achilles Aaron Rodgers, the terrible New York Jets Aaron Rodgers, and now he's on the very mediocre Pittsburgh Steelers Aaron Rodgers. He's just hanging on for dear life. I don't know why he's even doing it. Like, what is he going to look back on his career?
It was ego.
Go,
it's ego. That's all it is. It's all ego. Ego. I can do this. I can help this team. I want to be able to play because I can show people the Jets are a terrible organization. We didn't need you to prove that to us, Aaron. We knew that already. But the Steelers, to your point, have been mediocre for years. Their roster has been mediocre for years. And they just tripled down on old guys. So, every once in a while they're going to look good like they did against the Colts. But for the most part, they're going to look like what we saw last night.
The Colts are going to look at that game last week, and then they're going to look at what the Chargers did to the Steelers last night. And the Colts are going to say to themselves, how the hell did that happen the week before?
Well, it's football, number one. Random crap happens. You're not going to win every game. The Steelers do have talent, albeit old. So on occasion, they can show you that they're still really good. And they had a good game plan against the Colts. That's the way it works. You're not going to win every game. So that's it.
You say it's football, and every week it changes. Can I just tell you guys, I mean, we think we all know the NFL. We all think we can figure out who's good by now.
No, we have an idea, but I don't know. You don't know who's good, or who's bad?
Well, let me give you an example. Are the Buffalo Bills good or bad?
I don't know.
No, I still think they're good. Listen, every team during the season is going to have an inexplicable loss or two even. It's the NFL.
Right. I mean, this is my point, though, is that it's so hard to figure it out. This is why winning your wagers, should you play on the weekends, is so hard. The Bills got trounced by the Dolphins yesterday. Who would have ever have seen the Dolphins annihilating the Buffalo Bills as the pouring rain was coming down in Miami, 30-13?
That played a part in it, right? So I would say the weather, as weird as it sounds, because usually it's the other way around. Miami goes to Buffalo and they get trounced because it's snowing, right? But yes, the wet weather. And look, if you look back at Buffalo in Miami over the last several years in the Allen era, they've had their struggles there. Like, it just happens. Some places are just tough for you to play. No, don't play that crappy song.
Come on, man.
No, that's a good song.
It takes you back, doesn't it? When you washed up on the shores of Miami?
I mean, this is well before I washed up on the shores of Miami.
You're talking Super Bowl because we're the Miami Dolphins. Yeah. Hey, listen, George, the Miami Dolphins song that we're just playing is very, very comparable in the annals of NFL history. It sits alongside right there with Here We Go.
Here we go.
Steelers, here we go. Pittsburgh's not going to the Super Bowl.
I think what we should be talking, we're going to be talking Pittsburgh this week. We should be talking about the Pittsburgh Panthers, Notre Dame.
Yins are going to have the Irish come into town.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
They're going to be on College Game Day.
Right.
I know.
College Game Day is going there. Pitt hasn't beaten Notre Dame since 2013. The last time both these two teams were ranked, Cappy, I think you might have been there. It was 1991.
Cappy, your son Justin has to go. We got to get him a sign that says, "Screw you, Dad."
Were you there in 1991?
Yeah, 1991.
That was the last time both teams played against each other and they were ranked.
Yeah, we were, I want to say we were like 5-0 or 6-0, and Notre Dame was probably the same. And I think we went there and we got our asses handed to us.
Ham slammed?
Yeah, and I think our season completely fell apart. As a matter of fact, I think we may have gone 6-0, and then we lost that game, and I think we lost like 5 straight games because we just our whole season got destroyed.
Collapsed. Yeah. So look, I think that Pittsburgh can make a run here. If they beat Notre Dame, they've got everything in front of them. Georgia Tech, Miami after that. USC in good shape. They beat Northwestern. Now we're going to see what Iowa is going to look like, right? Iowa was in a rock fight against Oregon this week, which is exactly what we expected it to be. And USC, can they win a rock fight is the question.
USC on Friday night, that was a very solid win. Even the things that didn't go right for USC sort of turned around and went right. When Jaden Maeva threw a pass that got picked off by a defensive lineman, as the defensive lineman is headed towards the end zone, and Maeva goes to try and make the tackle and gets a hit on him, and the dude fumbles into the end zone, and SC winds up getting the ball. I mean, that was a very fortunate moment for SC. I will tell you this, though, George. One of the controversies that did come out of the SC game on Friday night.
What a fortunate moment we find ourselves in.
Indeed, a fortunate moment.
Oh, that's a classic.
That's a throwback.
That's a classic one.
Throwback is right. The one thing, though, the controversy that comes out of that SC game on Friday night, as we are obviously highly energized and our brains are on fire on Monday morning, as we're going from topic to topic.
Why don't
I don't know what all those signals mean you just threw at me.
Just do the freaking. I'm going to toss it to Ocean Subaru.
Oh, okay.
It's a perfect time.
You got you're doing all kinds of things.
Doing this.
Doing a lot of hand movements there.
Doing this.
You got to do
a lot of hand jive.
That's the under.
Yeah. So Cappy tease, perfect tease, controversial moment. USC. Cappy, we'll get to that.
I didn't know if we were going to traffic or what.
On the other side, tell us about Ocean Subaru.
Oh, it's such a pleasure to talk about Ocean Subaru, especially this week. You know, it is Veterans Day tomorrow, and our man Omar, who's the general manager down at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, he is a veteran, 20-plus years in the U.S. Army. I could list and document for you all of the tours of duty that Omar did on behalf of our country. Omar, a happy Veterans Day to you and to everybody who's celebrating, and thank you for your service, obviously. But now let's talk about what you can do for all of our listeners. It's a math equation, and it's a very simple one. Low prices at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, plus big trade-in value for what you're going to bring to us, equals huge savings for you at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Come on in today and upgrade your vehicle. That's it. Just walk in. Hey, Omar, this is what I got. I want to get into something brand new. Help me upgrade. Great. We'll do it for you. Or we'll even do something else for you. If, let's say, you've got a used car and you don't want to trade it in to upgrade to a brand new Subaru, but you do want to sell it, bring it to us at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, right there on Euclid Street. You can't possibly miss us. And we'll buy your used vehicle. You'll walk out with cash in hand. So, look, we've crunched the numbers, and you win either way. Really, no gimmicks, no hidden fees, just reliable Subaru vehicles at an honest price. So for complete details, visit OceanSubaruOC.com. That's OceanSubaruOC.com. Or come in and visit us at Ocean Subaru on Euclid Street. Check out our huge selection of certified pre-owned, and brand new Subarus. The math is really simple, guys. More for your trade, less for your next car at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton.
Okay, Cappy, so what is the controversial deal with USC?
The controversial deal is this. You beat Northwestern, and you did it convincingly. And by the way, that's what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. You're USC, they're Northwestern, you're home, you're in the Coliseum, they're a Brainiac school that might every few years get a good football team. You're supposed to beat Northwestern, especially at home. So congratulations to USC. However, that fake punt where they change the number of the third-string quarterback to match the number of the punter, man, that is some Bush League bullweevil is what that is.
Well, and if you're going to do that, save that for against a good team.
That's my point.
Yeah, don't use that against Northwestern.
If you're going to stretch the rules, or if you're going to change a third-string quarterback's number so that you can run a fake punt, how about waiting until Oregon to do something like that?
Yeah.
So that when you do it, and everybody talks about stretching the rules, at least we applaud you for doing it against Oregon.
Right.
What a waste of a play here against Northwestern.
Yeah.
And by the way, it looks real cheesy. There's a lot of discussion out there. Is it legal? Is it illegal? Everybody's got a rules expert that's analyzing it. That's some Bush League nonsense right there is what that is.
Yeah, again, I'm okay with it. Look, it's within the rules. There are, on special teams, as you know, Cappy, people change numbers all the time. Returners wear different jersey numbers because they can't have double numbers on the field, right? Like you can't have 2 number 3s, right? So what happens is you usually have like a number 3 wide receiver and like a number 3 cornerback or something like that. So if both of them are going to be on the field, one of them has to wear, usually the returner, or the specialist in this particular case, has to wear a different jersey number in that situation. So it is okay by the rules. I've never seen it with the punter, but my understanding is it is okay. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but my understanding of it is you can do it as long as there's that same number on the field. You see what I'm saying?
If Northwestern did it in an effort to beat USC, I'd be like, well, yeah, they're the big underdog. USC doing it against Northwestern,
correct.
It just comes off as small market cheesy nonsense.
I'm with you that they should have saved. Hell, even next week against Iowa,
right?
Because you're gonna probably be in a dogfight there, right? But against a team that you should beat handily, I'm with you. I think that's a waste of a play.
It was a total waste. But good win for USC nonetheless on Friday night. It really started the weekend, George, with USC coming up with a good win on Friday night. Mm-hmm. UCLA on Saturday, I don't think many people are paying as much attention to UCLA.
But they fought their way back in that game. That game was out of control early. And I mean, I don't know, Greg, like they didn't give up on.
No, they didn't give up. They're just not very good.
Sure, but we established that after the first week or two. You know what I mean?
But they started looking a little bit better.
Right, but did you honestly believe they'd be good after that?
I didn't think they'd be good. I thought this was a game that they had a chance to win. That they could have won this game to really like fix their season.
Look, the backup quarterback is a local L.A. kid, Southern California kid. He can ball. He balled out in front of his family and whatnot. Like, that happens. You know, Nebraska's pretty good. Like,
if they lost their quarterback, I know you're saying the backup quarterback is from here, but
he's good.
They should. He was pretty good. I don't know. I was just disappointed.
Start. Are you not believing in soft skin Jerry anymore?
It's not about. It has nothing to do with him. The team itself is just not very good.
By the way, Fergie, what's your thoughts on them leaving the Rose Bowl now?
Well, there you go, Chris.
For SoFi.
Well, there you go, because that's the story.
That is a gutless disaster by the Bruins.
Nobody's saying, "Hey, did you see UCLA?"
I would have done it way sooner.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
if you're a recruit, hold on, Chris. If you're a recruit, do you want to play at SoFi where the Rams play, or do you want to play in the close?
I don't want to play with the Bruins.
12 miles. It's 12. Well, 12 miles versus like 26 miles.
No, I would much rather play at SoFi. If I'm a kid, I'd much rather play at SoFi.
But there's going to be like 5 people there, too.
What's that?
There's going to be like 5 people there, too.
Right, but at least it's nice. And it's
clean and new
and easier to
but
get
the
to.
Rose, here's the thing. I agree.
Listen, I used to live in Pasadena. I know how hard it is to get to up there.
I love the Rose Bowl. The Rose Bowl is beautiful.
And it's
one of the
full
most beautiful
of tradition and memories.
Right. I don't think the young kids
real
care
college
about
football.
Lindsay's 100% right. Take it from someone who's around young kids every week doing these games. They don't care about
that.
that.
So why not build a stadium that's right across the street from UCLA?
You can't because the residents won't allow you to do that.
Can't you do it on the campus?
You can. Okay. There is a spot on the campus. There is a spot, the track stadium on the campus. People have talked about it for years.
The football team that would
be
no
chance. It was supposed to happen years and years ago.
I know.
All of Beverly Hills and Brentwood and everybody around there said no, absolutely
they don't want
not.
the traffic. Obviously,
they don't want the traffic.
Right,
listen, Sunset's like one lane.
Sunset is impossible as it is.
They barely like it. They barely deal with it for Paulie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think they deal with it for a football game?
Of course not. But, that's my point, though, is that nobody's talking about UCLA and what happened this weekend against Nebraska. Instead, everybody's saying, well, I can't believe they're leaving the Rose Bowl. People have taken these pictures of, listen, we all get it. The Rose Bowl is beautiful. The backdrop is sensational. We all understand that. We get the history of the Rose Bowl, the biggest games of college football history that have been played there. We all get it. But I'm kind of with you guys. There is no tradition for UCLA, per se, in the Rose Bowl, in as much as UCLA needs a place. UCLA needs a much better facility to play in.
Yes.
And look, and a place to put on a real presentation. Now, look, I hate when college teams share NFL stadiums because it always is terrible. Miami is terrible.
Pitt.
My school, Pitt, is terrible. And UCLA, it's going to be terrible. But if you're telling me to just stay in the Rose Bowl because of the history and the tradition of the Rose Bowl, I say that's nonsense.
That's a terrible reason. I agree.
Well, what about the picture you, me, and Beto have on a December night freezing?
But that was modern-day Bosco. That wasn't even UCLA.
There were icicles running from our cheeks.
Right, but it wasn't even a UCLA game.
That's true.
So I hate it for the school. I hate it because I love the Rose Bowl so much, but it totally makes sense for the school, for them to go somewhere that's closer.
100%.
It's a nicer facility. Everything about it makes so much sense. I just hate it because I love the Rose Bowl.
I just want to know what happens to the Rose Bowl. I mean, honestly, do you really need the Rose Bowl?
There's going to be a game every year there.
Yeah,
not a national championship game, but a CFP game.
Yeah, but is that really a reason to keep a stadium for one game a year?
That's how much money Pasadena has. They'll fund it just with nothing there.
There's also the facilities there. There are other things on the grounds beyond the stadium.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the aquatic center. They have a lot of stuff there.
There's the golf course all the way around it.
Oh, see, listen, I've been to the Rose Bowl, and all I've ever done is gone in, parked, and gone into a game.
You probably parked on the golf course.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
Yeah.
So listen, I can just say this. It's Monday, and I can feel the brain power of this operation early this morning.
Yeah.
Everybody seems well rested.
Are you not? Is that
Sedano gave you when you said that, Sedano gave you a look.
No. Listen, I spent the whole weekend recovering. You guys remember last week I was sniffling. I had a sore throat.
Oh, yeah, you had the drippy nose.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I spent the whole weekend trying to recover.
Yeah?
You know?
So you
and
didn't
I just
go out
feel,
and drink?
I did not.
Okay, good for you.
Yes, I did not. Maybe I did have one cocktail. Maybe one cocktail.
By the way, I had several Peroni 0.0s on Saturday night in the Valley.
Oh, yeah?
Peroni 0.0, that's a quality item, Clark.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good.
How about you? You know what you should drink? Have you ever tried Athletic Brewing? Have you ever tried that?
I have not. But I think that's non-alcoholic. I don't know if it's 0.0.
Oh.
There's a difference.
All right.
Oh.
Coming up next, is Matthew Stafford the MVP of the league all of a sudden?
Oh.
We'll get to that.
7:20, good morning. The Sedano Kap Morning Show begins on $1 Million Monday. Keep listening for your chance. Sucker, wake up, mongrels. It's Monday, smile. We're all together, the whole mishpucha.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner.
Call Jacob. Call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or visit calljacob.com.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you and on your schedule. Whether you're running from work, home, or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
John Ireland for Blue Ice Vodka. Blue Ice's double espresso crafted with Arabica coffee makes the perfect espresso martini. Just shake with ice and pour. Soft, smooth, and delicious. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Earl, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Did you know that 50% of foster youth leaving the system will become homeless right away? Did you know that 9 out of 10 girls selling their bodies on the streets or run away from the foster care system? It's time for us to stand up in LA County. Just $10 a month can help us reduce those numbers. Donate today at therightwayfoundation.org.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. You know, we joke around a lot that I almost died, which I almost did. I had severe heart failure. That's when I went to a Providence hospital in the emergency room. And here's the thing about heart care. It begins with trust. That's why Providence takes the time to listen, understand, and earn yours before making any decision about your care. For me, if it wasn't for Dr. Cobb and Katie Cornella at St. Joe's in Orange, they made me trust them and they made me know. And my health and my life were going to be even better once I got out of the hospital. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Wow, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Save no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
By the way, speaking of tap it, go tap the like button, you mongrels.
Yeah, tap that like button, mongrels.
Let's go.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
7:24. Good morning, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on $1 Million Monday. On this day in 1979, the number one hit, the Eagles off that Long Run album. This is called Heartache Tonight, Sedano. It is also Love Your Warrior Day, Cappy.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob and Ronnie. I love
Jacob. I do love
Cappy's
Jacob and
Cappy's
Ronnie.
got a lot of warriors, though, you know.
Yeah, well, I've had
How's
a lot
that
of
divorce
lawyers.
going, you know?
Yeah, it's going all right. It's going all right now. All right.
Today is also National Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day.
Oh, really? I thought last week was Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day.
I just read them, sucker.
I also thought last week was Love Your Lawyer Day.
Oh,
We
maybe.
also mentioned
Maybe you have
Jacob
deja
and Ronnie.
vu, Cappy.
What's that, Linz?
Maybe you just have deja vu.
It is possible that I had deja
Yeah, I don't
vu.
remember reading Love Your Warrior Day.
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
it
I
quite
know that
vividly.
one. The almonds
think
one,
I
I thought
remember
it was
it.
dark almonds. No? Dark chocolate almonds?
Maybe. There's
Now I
dark
gotta
chocolate.
Look now.
There's milk
No,
chocolate.
I remember last week was Love Your Lawyer Day because we all said how much we love Jacob and Ronnie.
Oh. Today's also Hug a Bear Day.
Oh, yeah? It was
Yeah.
also
Hold
Hug a
on,
I
when
Bear.
you
feel like
the
that was
chocolate
last
bear.
week also.
Yeah.
Because we made the joke about you.
And the chocolate bear?
Yeah.
Oh, so apparently we just have the same
Short
days.
memories.
So
yeah.
we didn't update the rundown or the OTDs is what we're saying.
It's all updated. It's just the holidays that are wrong.
So top tier execution on this morning
Two
show.
out of three ain't bad, you know? That's what
You
they
jinxed
say.
the Cap. You said we were all on track for a good show.
7:26. I throw it to you, Sedano. I don't know why, but
Well-
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
If we have the audio, Devontae Adams after the game was not shy about his feelings about his quarterback and where he
That's my
sits
quarterback.
in the where he sits in the in the pantheon of MVP candidates.
Well, I mean, it's looked like MVP play to me all year, to be honest. I mean, even certain games. I mean, like I said, the pick he threw against Tennessee and the way he bounced back after that, like that's how an MVP plays to me. So, just to rally a team and continue to lead at a high level after when things don't go your way, I think that's what really shows what an MVP is about.
Now, still a long ways to go, Cappy, as we both know. But Matthew Stafford is the current betting favorite to win MVP. It's in that stretch that we talked about in the first segment where he's got 20 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in his last 6 games. Nobody's ever done that in NFL history, which is kind of crazy. So I would say this, or any starting quarterback has ever done that. But, still a long way to go. But, man, remember, this was a guy we were wondering at the beginning of the season. Is he going to be available? Is it prudent for them to sign him? And we all agreed, yes, one more year makes sense for sure. Beyond that, we were wondering. And right now, at the very least, he's disproving any of that stuff for this particular season. Anyone that had any doubts, they're certainly not doubting anymore.
Right. We also thought that whatever back issue that had kept Matthew Stafford out of the early part of training camp was going to be an ongoing issue all year, given his age and given the number of hits that he's taken along the way. And we've not heard one peep all season long about Matthew Stafford's back. George, for me, and I'm sure, as everybody who's watching the Rams, it's the same feeling I'm sure you guys all have. To me, it's the distribution of the football.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hate to get overly football-y here on you, but here goes. I mean, Devontae Adams, and by the way, I'll call a quick timeout on Devontae. Anybody have any injury information about what happened? You remember that one play where Puka had made a brilliant catch and run, but on the other side, it was Devontae who tried to get off the ball and tried to get off the line of scrimmage and hurt his back. He grabbed his lower back on his left side. So you got to keep an eye on that.
He said that he could have gone back into the game, but there was no reason for it. So
there was no reason.
Yeah, so he was fine. He's okay. He could have gone back in.
All right, Devontae Adams, we know the kind of season that he's having. And by the way, listen, for those of us that really, really loved Cooper Kupp and hated to see Cooper Kupp go, I got news for you. The Rams know a whole lot better than we do
Yeah.
about what Cooper Kupp's health status was and what his productivity might be. And then they looked at Devontae Adams, who's actually a little bit older, but still much more productive. Puka, the performance that he had yesterday, and two plays in particular off screens where they got him the ball in space and he made brilliant moves and picked up first downs. But here's where things get real interesting, George. Colby Parkinson, Tyler Higbee, Terrence Ferguson, Davis Allen. They've got 4 tight ends dressed, and 4 tight ends continue to contribute and produce in the passing game. 2 of those tight ends scored touchdowns yesterday. And then what he does with, third receivers and running backs out of the backfield, the way Stafford distributes the football and gets so many different people involved. And when you don't really go 3, 4, 5 deep at wide receiver, but yet you've got 4 tight ends, that makes up for a lot of guys not playing wide receiver necessarily.
Captain,
and I
can
don't
we
mean to
hear the
take anything away from Xavier Smith, by the way.
Okay, sorry about that. I stepped on you. I apologize.
Yeah, it's all right.
But
We're
I'd
talking football here.
I'd like to hear the dagger from J.B. Wong to Parkinson yesterday.
Matthews under center, corn to single back. Davis Allen motions from the right side. It is play action. Stafford ready to deal. He throws, no look, left side. Alone Parkinson. He can walk right in. Touchdown, Colby Parkinson. And Matthew Stafford sticks the dagger in San Francisco. 16 yards, his 4th passing touchdown. And the Rams will win 4 straight, and they're set up for Seattle, a showdown for first place in the NFC West.
By the way, JB sounded great yesterday on
JB
ESPN.
sounded really good.
He was really bringing that heat, bringing that funk, bringing that noise yesterday.
Yeah, funk and heat and noise he brought.
He had
it
the
all.
cool. He had the cool yawns right on the table. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. He's better than having him on the neck. I can tell you that right now. Take it from me. After what happened last week, take it from me. Better have them cool yawns on the table than on the back of your neck. There I am right there on YouTube carrying those things. Hey, look, I got it. San Francisco is a wounded animal. I will grant you that. However, San Francisco brought essentially that same roster down here to L.A. and beat the Rams in overtime. And by the way, had a 14-0 lead in that game. So the Rams had to battle back. Could have won. You could argue should have won, but regardless, didn't win. So for the Rams, George, they had to win that game. I know that last week DeMarco called it a must-win, and I think so too. You have to win. They came to your house and beat you. You have to then go and return the favor. And not only did the Rams win yesterday, they freaking motorboated the 49ers.
Right.
I mean, the 49ers, to their credit, they were down, they battled back, but then start of the third quarter, the Rams just completely opened it up on them. And they were not competitive, the 49ers, per se.
Yeah, they look, the Rams turned the ball over a ton of times on them and, forced a lot of takeaways. Stafford was excellent. I mean, they really had a complete effort across the board. As you football guys like to say, Cappy, I would call it complimentary football yesterday.
Ooh, nice phrase. Nice phrase.
Yes.
You know who's not getting any love right now, and they deserve a lot of love?
Who's that?
Look, we talk about all the skill guys, but what the Rams offensive line is doing. Remember, these guys 2 years ago, I think it was.
Oh, my God.
2 years ago where they had everybody was hurt at the beginning of the year. Or was that even last year?
No, it was. Well, they had everybody hurt last year, too. But what happened was those guys got opportunities to kind of scuffle through it and they've created depth because of the injuries over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I got to give it up to the Rams offensive line. You guys are doing a phenomenal job. It's pass protection. You realize that Matthew Stafford was sacked yesterday one time for 5 yards. Doesn't mean he wasn't pressured. Didn't mean that he didn't have to move out of the pocket. But Stafford was only sacked one time. Here's the other part of the offensive line. And this is, you talk about brilliant coaching by Sean McVay and Coach LaFleur on the offensive side. Kyron Williams, George, 14 carries, 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. I needed those. I've got him on my fantasy team. But Blake Corum, 13 carries, 56 yards. So Kyron's averaging 5 yards a carry. Blake is averaging over 4 yards a carry. And as a team, they combined to rush for over 125 yards yesterday between those two running backs. What they are doing between splitting the distribution between the backs, the 4 tight ends, going 3, 4, it's more like 2.5 to 3 wide receivers deep. They are positioning themselves to be healthy in the latter part of the season because everybody's involved.
Mm-hmm.
They're not dependent on one tight end, and the drop-off from 1 to 2 is drastic. They're 1 through 4, and they're almost all equal.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of constructing this roster. And to your point, if you look at, we've talked a lot about the defense, right, and how little they've spent on the defensive side of the ball because they've done such a great job drafting. I would say tight end is a similar scenario where they haven't spent a ton of money but have incredible production from that position.
Yeah, and here's another shout-out to the Rams. I'm giving a lot of love to the offensive line this morning and the run game and the distribution of the ball through the 2 running backs. Hey, defense, the Rams' defense, Nate Landman again with another punch-out from the Landman. This guy is going to be the poster child for how you build a roster. Go find a guy that for whatever reason either hasn't stayed healthy or because he was undrafted and he didn't get the right opportunities, whatever the case may have been in Atlanta. Nate Landman is the defensive captain and play caller. And, George, he is making a legitimate name for himself with these punch-outs. He does it every single week.
I mean, he almost did it twice yesterday.
Right, because the one that we're looking at on YouTube, that was more of a strip and less of a punch.
Yeah.
But here comes the second one. Well, that actually maybe is the same play from a different angle, and now you get to see the punch that much better.
Yeah, but he almost did it twice in the game, yes.
But the defensive front, the pressure they're putting on quarterbacks, the secondary making plays. I mean, Quentin Lake yesterday, hitting quarterbacks, making tackles, solo tackles out in space. I'm telling you, man, this Rams team, if you didn't believe that they were a real Super Bowl contender, they are today, and I can't wait. I know it's only Monday, but Sunday, battle for first place between Seattle and L.A. at home. What a game we got coming up this weekend.
And the Rams, by the way, Cappy, have won 4 straight. They've outscored their opponents in those 4 games by 82 points, so over 20 points per game. That's the best point differential in any 4-game span in the NFL since 2017. 8 years. That's how dominant they've been in this.
That was a nice Sedano nugget on a Monday.
Yeah, good nugget.
Nice and crispy and juicy. Let's hear that play-by-play of the Landman.
Kittle jogs in motion, sets up left side in a 2-point stance. Matt Jones calls for the shotgun snap. Blitz is on. He throws behind it, complete to the 30. Jennings fumbled. Rams are on it. It's picked up down the right sideline. Cam Kitchens to the 40 with a takeaway. Jennings got the catch. The Rams made him pay. Jarred loose, separated from the football. Nate Landman with another forced fumble. This dude is everywhere. Thank you, Falcons, for sending Nate Landman to Los Angeles. Every week he makes a play. It's another Rams takeaway with a 2-touchdown lead.
Gold from J.B. Wong yesterday.
You know what the best part of that is, George? Is that in week 1, when we thought we found ourselves a gem by calling him the Landman and playing the theme song from Billy Bob Thornton's show, Landman, we thought we were onto something. And everybody's like, hey, his name is not pronounced Landman, it's pronounced Landman. And I'm like, okay, but to me, he's the Landman. And everybody now has adopted, we're calling him the Landman. We don't care.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, it's catchier that way.
It's the legend of the Landman.
Yeah.
And by the way, that punch-out that we just watched, he didn't really get the beef of the ball. He got the nose of the ball. So it wasn't like where he was able to stick his fist in and really, really get to the heart of it all.
These guys are all laughing their ass off.
You got to stick that fist into the beef of the ball.
In the other room when you said that. Yeah.
No, but it's the nose of the ball, not the beef of the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you, Cappy.
Because, Christopher, there is a sweet spot
yes.
on the football.
I didn't
where the
know
beef
that.
is.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
No, the sweet spot. Let me tell you where the sweet spot of the football is.
Is that where
Would
you're
you like
supposed to kick it when you're a kicker?
Correct.
Oh.
You want to try and get it on the sweet spot of the ball. You know how to find the sweet spot of the ball?
Is that is behind the laces, the other side?
Okay, yes.
I was going to say
that's
behind
true.
the leg. I don't know.
But what you do is you look at the ball. The football actually has 4 different panels to it.
Yeah, right. It's stitched in 4 panels.
Right.
Oh, it's like carving a turkey.
Kind of like that. Kind of like that. You take the ball, you look at the laces on the back side of the ball where it's stitched together, then you cut it in half on the side panel. So let's just say you're a right-footed guy. In the bottom right corner, you cut it in half, and then you cut it in half, and that little corner, right, that's the sweet spot of the ball. The landman didn't hit the sweet spot.
He hit the nose.
landman, he got the nose of the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Landman has been fantastic. But getting back to Matthew Stafford, here's some crazy numbers, Cappy.
All right, let's hear them.
So he leads the NFL in passing touchdowns this season, okay? 25.
25?
Yeah. In the red zone, he's got 20 of them, which is also leading the NFL. Versus man coverage, 20, leads the NFL. Versus the blitz, 18, still leads the NFL. Play action, 10, leads the NFL. Fourth quarter, tied for first with 7 touchdowns. And by the way, again, because the last couple of weeks they've been blowing teams out of the water, he hasn't needed to throw touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and he's still tied for first. This guy is playing at a different level. And look, maybe he wins the MVP. He's the betting favorite right now, but I'm sure somewhere on his mantle he'll love the Tom Brady LFG award he got yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tom Brady. It was great to have Tom Brady and Kevin Burkhardt on the broadcast.
Hold on. That was usually where you guys were supposed to play
Well,
this out.
I think everybody was a little off on the throw, so that's on us. But
How can you be off on the throw?
You
Come on,
agree?
guys,
I
catch
agree.
the pass.
I agree. We didn't catch the pass. We went for the nose of the ball, not the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
let's play the sound now.
Congratulations, Matthew Stafford, LFG player of the game, man. You did it all today. Sidearm throws, no looks. I saw the TikTok dance. The rhythm is so hard to find in the NFL, but how have you and Coach McVay managed to find it so sustainable?
Yeah, it's been great. You know, we've been mixing personnels, doing a great job of that, getting in and out of 13, 11, 12, all of it. And when we can do that, I feel really comfortable. Our guys are making plays. I'm just happy to be a part of it, man. It's so much fun when you get to go out there and orchestrate drive and you're in and out of personnels, 13, 11, 12, whatever it is. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sure looks like it. And yeah, you're only 37. You got at least another 8 years to play, so I can't wait to watch all of them.
So at the beginning, did Brady not need to clear his throat? What happened there? I mean, can we play the beginning of that real quick?
Congratulations, Matthew Stafford, LFG player of the game, man.
Right there.
You did it all today.
LFG player of the game.
Good
Those
ears.
vampires, sometimes their throats get clogged, too.
Good ears. Good ears.
By the way,
Yeah.
Too much A positive?
he had a couple vampire calls, like when he was talking about the no look passes.
Don't look in my eyes.
And I was like, whoa.
Don't look at me.
He really is a vampire.
I'm sure the guys at
Don't look in
Fox
my eyes.
driving into the Pico lot right now are loving hearing this.
Oh, they love it.
Yeah.
They love it. Hey, listen. I think we're gonna start to see more Brady on Rams broadcasts. I mean, I don't know if the broadcast teams are already set and they've been published yet, but the Rams and the Seahawks got to be the top game of the weekend next weekend,
would
right?
assume, right?
Yeah. Hey,
He really was glazing Stafford the whole game.
How could you not
I
glaze
know,
him?
but it
Why
was
would you
just
not
funny
glaze him?
because, I feel like he relates to him so much. Like, he's the old guy, but he's still going to play another 8 years. I love it.
I'd glaze him for days.
Yeah, me too.
Cappy, that one is. Oh no, that one is. Yeah, it's a regular game. It's not because when they play in Seattle, I think that one is a night game.
Yeah, it's a 105 game, so it's
Yeah.
not the game of the week.
Yeah.
Really? They're not. So who do they? You know who the broadcast team is?
So
next
who
week?
is the game of the week?
But Fox might not have a game of the week next week.
Well,
maybe.
let's see here. Fox has San Francisco and Arizona in the late window, and they've also got the Rams and the Seahawks in the late window, 1 o'clock window. I got to think that's the game.
Yeah, but they don't always do the game of the week bit, I don't think, unless they have that 125 spot. CBS might have that.
CBS has Kansas City at Denver in 125.
So there you go.
And CBS also has Baltimore at Cleveland.
Oh, that's a real one. That's
horrible.
But Kansas City, Baltimore Cleveland is probably a 105 game, no?
No, it's a 125 game.
Really?
Oh, so
Trash.
CBS has the 125s.
Yeah.
Well, while we figure that out, you know what we should figure out?
Tell us.
Producer Lindsay Baseball talking about our friends at Stella Rosa.
Thanks, Christopher. So this football season, Stella Rosa is taking over game day. Like I've been telling you guys, you want to grab your favorite flavor, whether it's Stella Rosa Black, Stella Rosa Peach, and pair it with your go-to game day snacks. And if you're skipping the alcohol, no problem. Stella Rosa's non-alcoholic line has all the flavor, none of the buzz. So no matter how you celebrate, Stella Rosa's got your playbook covered. Stella Rosa is my favorite way to celebrate game day, so make it yours too. And Stella Rosa is turning game day into the ultimate giveaway because you could score a once-in-a-lifetime trip to one of college football's biggest matchups right here in LA on January 1st. Tickets, hotel, flights, ground transportation, even spending money, all you have to do is enter at stellarosa.com/tailgate2025. So go ahead, root for your team, sip some Stella, and celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Thank you, Wednesday. $743 Million Mondays is back on 710. Thanks to Pechanga Resort Casino. Listen all day for your chance to win. Just give us your big game prediction. Both teams in the final score, and you could win $1 million, sucker. And just for playing today, you'll get 2 tickets to Rams Cardinals. $1 Million Mondays on ESPN LA, made possible by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Yes, Sedano.
Coming up next, seems like there's trouble in paradise between Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers.
7:44 on a Monday. Smile, mongrels. You're starting your Monday and starting the week with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We are back in 2.5 minutes from right now.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
All right, guys, I'm here with the crazy Hernandez brothers from Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Okay, I understand that, you guys obviously have dealt with contractors, wholesalers, but is there a project too big? Is there a project too small for you guys?
No, not at all. No project's too small or too big. We could handle anything you need.
Are you kidding me? With as much as people love their pets now, people come in for carpet for their doghouse. So we can do a project that small, and we're happy to do that.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Hey, Dad, I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
Oh, you might be on the naughty list.
Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid models. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends December 1st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Don't look at my eyes.
Parents, did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles has the #1 spine program of its kind on the West Coast? In fact, 1 in 5 kids who need spine care come to the Autry Orthopedic Center at CHLA. Their specialists provide world-class care for spinal disorders, including scoliosis, helping young athletes get back in the game. So don't let scoliosis or spinal injuries throw your child a curveball. To learn more, visit chla.org.
Hey, it's Mason. The NFL is back at Cosm. Watch NFL games in shared reality at Cosm and feel the energy of game day in the Dome and in the Hall. This season, before every Rams home game, you can hang out with ESPN LA's Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens for the Rams pregame show live from the Hall at Cosm. And if you got a ticket to the game, you get in there for free. Don't miss Cosm's signature menu. Go check it out, Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
A little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Mornings on ESPN LA will never be the same.
That is a steamroll demolition motorboat.
Sedano and Kap have taken over Morning Drive.
You're a grown-ass man. Do whatever you want.
Back to the guys.
7:48. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on $1 Million Monday. Yesterday, November 9th, it should be a national holiday because it was the 51st birthday of Nick Lachey. Oh, Nick. Oh, Nick.
It should be a national holiday, huh?
Oh, my gosh.
Really? Tomorrow instead of Veterans Day?
No, yesterday.
Well, I'm just saying, we'll move it to tomorrow.
No, tomorrow's Veterans Day. By the way, I'll be spanking Whitey tomorrow with Omar from Ocean Subaru and Nikki D from Felix Chevrolet. We're all playing in the land of the free golf tournament to celebrate Veterans Day tomorrow, which means all the mongrels are going to be like, oh, the show's so much better without Morales. And then Sedano will feed into it. And then Wednesday, everything will be back to normal.
I mean, that's probably how
back
it
to
goes.
abnormal is more like it.
Yeah. By the way, before we get into Chargers and Steelers,
here we go.
How about Caleb and the Bears? Fourth time this season they've come out victorious while trailing with 2 minutes or less to go in a game this season.
You know what's fun about that is watching a kid from college and, be a number 1 overall pick and be a somewhat controversial character and then go to a team that's not really very good, that has a defensive-minded coach that you knew was going to get fired, and now you're seeing what happens when a good offensive coach takes over, and you're starting to see the development of Caleb Williams, who a year ago, George, remember the story was, who would you rather have now? Huh, smart guy? Would you rather have Caleb Williams, or would you rather have Jaden Daniels? And now, a year later, Jaden Daniels can't stay healthy, and Washington had one spectacular year, and Caleb is playing ball, man.
And that was my biggest concern. And look, Daniels is fantastic when he's healthy, but that was always my concern, his stature, right? Like, if you look at his build, he likes to run a lot. He's kind of lanky. Like, I don't know. Caleb is built sturdier. And by the way, Caleb is still, to your point, developing, learning this new system. They're trying to harness him in the pocket more during the game, except in the last few minutes of the game, they're letting him just, hey, do what you got to do to win the game.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. Go full Michael Vick if you have to.
Right. And he's capable of doing that and built better to take the punishment in that scenario. So, yeah, it looks good.
They beat the Giants.
I get it. But, Lindsay, in the National Football League, if you win 4 games, any game for that matter, with under 2 minutes to go and you're trailing, that's pretty impressive.
And don't forget the Giants. Hey, listen.
Wait, wasn't Russell Wilson playing for a big chunk of that game?
He did, because Jackson Dart did get hurt, and he's another guy that, he takes way too many hits. But don't forget, these are the same Giants that beat the Chargers.
Right.
These are the same Giants that beat the Eagles.
And didn't Russell Wilson put up like 40-something points against the Cowboys, and they should have won the game had that game not, I believe, if I recall correctly, the Cowboys got a lucky break in that game. So, I mean, it's not like Russell Wilson is like some guy who's never won games in this league.
The other
if
part
you're
of it
looking
is,
as a backup, like, I'd take him as a backup every day.
Yeah, the other part of it is that the Giants had the Broncos on the ropes, remember,
right.
19-0, and the Broncos had to score 33 points to beat the Giants. So, we can ridicule poor opponents. Like, for example, I will ridicule the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, you can all be impressed with the Chargers' win last night.
I mean,
not me.
They demolished them yesterday.
Not me. I'm not impressed.
They demolished them.
Because I'm using Lindsay's logic.
Yeah.
Lindsay's logic is they're a bad team. They're supposed to get demolished.
Who? The Steelers?
Right.
No. I never said the Steelers were a bad team.
I didn't say you said that. I'm
He's
using
saying
your
that.
logic about the Giants.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you really want to do that whole game, I think that every team that's considered like a playoff team, which the AFC is just like a complete crapshoot, I feel like at this point, but like every team that's like a playoff team has lost to a really bad team.
That's every team almost.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not just an AFC thing. It's kind of across the board. That's what the NFL wants.
You say it's a crapshoot, by the way? Let me tell you something. The New England Patriots, whether we're paying attention to them or not, they're for real. The Buffalo Bills, not sure. Baltimore Ravens, I've been telling you guys for weeks, they're coming. Like Coach Prime would say, we coming? The Baltimore Ravens are on their way.
Look, the reality is this. I believed you had the Steelers in your Cap 10 a number of times over the last few weeks. No?
I have.
Yeah.
It's part of the fun of it all when you can play, here we go.
Yeah.
Steelers. Right.
But the Chargers dismantled them. And then after the game, Mike Tomlin was asked about Aaron Rodgers' performance and had this to say.
How would you assess Aaron's performance tonight? How would you? Next.
How would you assess Aaron Rodgers' performance? How would you? Was his response.
How would you assess it?
That's good.
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's like when you turn towards Lindsay, that's problematic.
It's not problematic.
No, because usually your body position is straightforward. And then when she incites you, which I love, she like throws little firecrackers
I can't
at you.
see you, though.
Then you turn. And that's when we know.
Well, I turn to all you guys all the time when I'm in here.
No, but that's a full body turn.
Right.
So what's
Okay.
different? It's not just the head.
I'm still
it's
turning
the
to you right
body
now.
turned.
I'm turned to you at the moment.
By the way, did you guys hear like Harbaugh's like heart and soul rant?
Cappy would love this if he just wasn't so anti-Charger.
No, I'm pro Harbaugh. I'm anti-Charger.
Well, it's like you guys were like singing the same song. It was very Cappy-ish.
Okay, let me hear what he got.
I like wins that are decided by great preparation, great strategy, finesse. But the best to me are the physical ones. Won by heart and grit and guts. And to me, those are the best. And that's what this one was. And I just feel like our team's got hearts of champions. And now this next week going forward, our best performance is going to be needed. But yeah, I love these kind of wins.
So
physical, tough.
Oh, sorry,
heart,
Coach.
guts.
You said that
Grit.
already. Yeah, I got that.
Heart,
Grit.
guts,
Yeah.
grit.
Yeah. See,
Heart,
good drop. Good drop.
Yeah. Heart, guts, grit.
Yes. what was that one more time, Coach?
Heart, guts, grit.
Yes.
You talking about the Rams? How talking about how the Rams won yesterday?
How good are the Chargers, Cappy? The question is posed here in our rundown. Lindsay has done the research. The chances of the Chargers making the playoffs, nearly 85%. Chances to win the NFC West, nearly 30%.
They're going to win the NFC West, these guys?
And, I mean, they've got as good a chance as anybody.
AFC. That's what Cappy's trying to point out.
Excuse me.
He's trying to be like, oh, I got Sedano.
And then chance. You probably threw me off with the Rams comment earlier. Chances to make the Super Bowl. Not bad. 10%.
Okay. This
You
is
can get a
setting
lot
up-
done with 10%, Cappy.
Oh, I know you can. Oh, I know.
I mean,
and
you
think about-
survived on 15%.
Barely.
Oh, listen. I prefer 60%. 60% is more my number. But listen, let me just say this. Credit to the Chargers. They annihilated the Steelers. I'll ask the opposite question, which is how good do you think the Steelers are? George, what do you think of the Steelers?
They're an average team.
Here we go. Think the Steelers are going to make the playoffs?
Maybe.
Think the Steelers are going to win their division?
No.
Okay. So if they don't win their division, they're not making the playoffs. Because just look at their record. They're 5-4 right now.
I get it. There's still a lot of ball to play.
Okay. So, listen, this is setting up perfectly for me because, as you know, I am the president of the Charger Hater Club.
Yes, we know.
And the Chargers have won 3 straight games.
Yes.
So you think
Diego Superchargers, San Diego.
You liked that, didn't you, Cap?
I did. I love it. Oh, yeah, come on. Yeah. Superchargers, San Diego. George, hit the high note. Chargers. You thought the Chargers were good when they were 3-0, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I still think they're good.
And then they lost to the Giants and the Commanders.
Despite, by the way, losing their entire offensive line, they're still pretty good.
Yeah, but then they lost to the Giants and the Commanders, and everybody's like, I really love the Chargers the first 3 weeks. They don't lose games like this. They're maybe not that good. But now they've won 3 straight games again. They've beaten the Vikings.
I have not wavered in their good.
Okay. They've beaten the Vikings.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks the Vikings are very good this year. They've beaten the Titans, maybe the worst. Well, I would say they're the worst team in football, but Linz, your Cleveland Browns, your Cleveland Browns cemented it yesterday.
I got a date with the Mongrels. Speed this one up.
All right.
Yeah.
And then they beat the Steelers. I believe that the Chargers will, looking at their record, look at their schedule, they'll probably win 11 games this year.
Right.
So the setup is perfect for a guy like me. Perfect. Win 11 games. I don't convince everybody that you're a real Super Bowl contender.
They're not.
And then fall flat on your face in the playoffs.
The offensive line is going to be an issue at some point, but all things considered, they're having a successful season. I mean, for you, it's got to be they got to win the Super Bowl. But
it hurts.
It is what it is. But
hurts.
I don't know if they're going to do that. But
You know what really
Did
hurt?
you get mad when you saw Dean Spanos on the broadcast last night?
No, I
Eating
loved it,
popcorn
watching
out of
him
a
eat popcorn.
Giant bucket.
Loved it. Just popcorn flying out of his mouth. You know what made me mad? Tommy Edmond is their pregame guy.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
made me mad.
I figured you'd get mad about that.
Were you mad at the Italian Stallion this weekend? How'd you do on Prize Picks?
I was a little mad at the Italian Stallion, Chris's uncle, who says, why is Cap the spokesperson for Prize Picks when he sucks at Prize Picks? And then I tell him, I go, no, man, what are you talking about? I've won like $500 in the last 2 weekends.
And the way you did it was downloading the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. By the way, for you listening, your first $5 lineup gets you a $50 lineup bonus. And it's very simple to play Prize Picks. Even Cappy can do it. It's more or less, okay? It's very simple. There's a stat projection for every player imaginable, okay? And every sport imaginable. You bundle a couple together like Cappy has, and you can win cold hard cash.
So last week, in the last 2 weekends, I won like almost $600. But this past weekend, I gave back $80, man. because it all started with that DeAndre Ayton play against Wembanyama. I screwed that whole thing up, and both got those wrong. Then this past weekend, I was worried. I had Bijan Robinson to rush for like less than 70 yards, and he rushed for 84, and that killed me. And then yesterday, I went with a power play. I went for a $20 six-pick power play to win $410. And Josh Allen helped me get there, and Christian McCaffrey helped me get there. But so many other guys just did not perform statistically for me. And then last night, I decided to go more on everybody. Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen. I went more on everybody, and all 4 guys went less. So Italian Stallion, up 600, down 80 in the last 3 weeks. Still up 520 on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 in free lineups. Whether you want to play football, basketball, hockey, soccer, darts, you name it, they got it on Prize Picks.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Prize Picks.
What's up with you today?
It's good to be right.
That was on me. Now, I was a little.
What's going on with you today?
I'm really excited to be on the radio.
I am too.
So I'm a little jumpy.
Okay.
Meanwhile, it is 7:59 at 710 ESPN, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Ah! Here's what we're going to do for the morning roll call today, Mongrels.
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
And $1 Million Monday is on. Presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino. Do you have your Super Bowl prediction ready? Both teams and the final score. And that's how you could win $1 million. And just for playing on $1 Million Monday, you win Rams tickets. 2 tickets to a game at SoFi. Are you ready? Caller number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN. You're going to play on $1 Million Monday coming up next.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
John Ireland for Blue Ice, the finest potato vodka sourced from Idaho and pure Snake River Aquafire water. Find classic Blue Ice vodka or any of their unique flavors in stores or ask for it by name. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste is everything.
It's important to get health care coverage for yourself and your loved ones. For more than 25 years, LA Care Health Plan has helped provide affordable health insurance to millions of Angelinos. Regardless of your employment or immigration status, you may qualify for free to low-cost health care. If you have any questions about your eligibility, LA Care is always here to help. Our health care coverage starts at $0. Visit lacare.org to learn more. That's lacare.org.
Herbert. Yes, indeed, Herbert. 8:02 in your morning. It's a Michelob Ultra Reaction Monday after falling short at Atlanta. The Lakers look to bounce back tonight against the Hornets in Charlotte. We've got your reaction all day on ESPN LA, leading into pregame coverage at 2:30 p.m. and tip-off at 4 p.m. Thanks to Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for. Official beer sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly. We've got caller 7 on $1 Million Monday. We will do that in 1 minute from right now.
What's going on? It's Beto Duran, and I love rolling around in my Toyota. Tacoma, to be exact. And right now, if you're in the 818, go check out the All-Stars at Northridge Toyota. In the 626, it's all about Wondries Toyota. Lease a brand new 2025 Tacoma for just $164 a month or 36 months plus tax. Northridge Toyota or Wondries Toyota. Serving all of SoCal sports fans, they make it easy.
Lease excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, and dealer options and changes. $59.99 cash or trade equity down. Expires 11/30/25.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
The balance of how you drive me crazy and also make me laugh hilariously is like the perfect balance.
See that? Perfect balance.
Yeah.
Perfect balance.
Yeah.
Back to Sedano and Kap.
8:05. Good morning on a Monday. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. On this day in 1990, the number one hit, Young Skinny Mariah, before she became that curvy MILF, you know what I mean? Love takes time, Sedano.
That's what they say about me. I was skinny Cappy until I became that curvaceous dilf.
By the way, for me these days, love does take time. You know what I'm saying?
I do indeed.
It's also National Vanilla Cupcake Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you unwrap that thing and put it in your mouth. Bam!
Happy Vanilla Cupcake Day.
Put it right in your mouth.
I think that's what we were eating on the T-shirt. I came back from the dead for this.
Yeah. Oh, baby, I love this song. All right, it is time for a different type of morning roll call because it's $1 Million Monday. Oh, I cut that thing off quickly, didn't I?
Oh, dang.
Sedano's in with the Mongrels, and we go to Eric Chapman from Brea, who is caller number 7 on $1 Million Monday. Before we do this, Eric, do you know a Prime Pizza's coming to Brea, like this fall? You know that, sucker?
What pizza is it?
Prime Pizza. Prime Pizza's coming to Brea.
No. Where is it coming? Do you know?
I don't know. But when it does, Bergman and I will come out
It's
there.
coming to Brea.
We'll come out there to Brea, eat Prime Pizza with you, and we will dip that in the ranch. They got amazing
Probably on
ranch.
the main drag
No, it's right
downtown
there on
right
Imperial.
there.
It's on Imperial and Brea. That's
Oh,
where it's
Imperial
going.
and Brea,
Yeah,
Eric?
yeah, right
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right down the street from me.
Yeah, that's where you
awesome.
can pick up behind us, too, I think. Anyway, caller number 7 on $1 Million Monday, Eric Chapman. We want your big game prediction, both teams, and the final score. Give it to me.
All right, for the Super Bowl matchup, I have a rematch of Super Bowl 53 between the Patriots and the Rams.
Nice.
And for the final score, I got the Patriots winning again for the third time against the Rams, 27-24.
Nice, Eric.
Wow.
Stay on hold. Congratulations on $1 Million Monday. Just for playing today, you win tickets to Rams Cardinals. $1 Million Mondays on ESPN LA. Made possible by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams.
That would be some story, by the way, if New England makes it to the Super Bowl and wins the Super Bowl in year 1 of Mike Vrabel, in year 2 of Drake May. That would be an incredible story. I don't see it. I think New England's good. I think we've probably underrated them as the year has gone on. They may win the division after Buffalo got ham-slammed yesterday by Miami. But I don't know, George. I don't know about New England making it to the Super Bowl this year.
I took New England this week with my 5.
Yes, you did.
Everybody else took Tampa Bay.
You did.
Wow.
You did indeed.
I had another horrible week. The Chargers just keep getting me. Either I pick them and they lose, or I don't pick them and they win.
Heart.
That's how it works with me with the Raiders. We're on the same page there.
Heart, gut, and grits.
I can't do it. I might have to disqualify myself from the rest of the season.
Am I done with the Mongrels already? That was a quick segment.
You can. I mean, if you want to keep playing around, smacking it around with them.
No, I'm just, chit-chatting. But I'll just say this. I do think that the Patriots are much better than, to your point, Cappy, than we anticipated.
Right.
And look, Drake May has one of the prettiest deep balls there is already in the sport, and he's only in year 2. And defensively, Vrabel has shored them up. The AFC, I'm trying to think if they're, Baltimore, I guess, if they get in, right, can beat them. But I don't think it's a given, right? Kansas City, obviously.
If they get in, use the same phrase there.
Right, it's not a given. Right,
No.
It's not necessarily a given.
I think do you believe in the Colts? Because think about this.
Yes,
How about
I do.
What if the Colts?
I do if two things, okay? It's all contingent, right? I believe in the Colts if they can establish their run game. If they can establish their run game, they can beat anybody.
Well,
anybody, literally anybody.
Jonathan Taylor's amazing, isn't
I
he?
think they've proven that they can establish their run game. My God, Jonathan Taylor is having like the same season that Saquon had last year.
Yeah, they didn't against the Steelers, though, is the point.
Well, they also had a lot of problems that day. I don't know how Pittsburgh played as well as they did a week ago against the Colts. Killed Daniel Jones, sacked him 5 times, created 6 turnovers, and then they could look as bad as they looked last night. And by the way, it really wasn't Pittsburgh's defense that was terrible. They kind of kept them in the game.
Yeah.
It was just how bad their offense was.
It was like 5-3 almost. We were like almost getting ready to go to halftime.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
3-2, I was like, I hope this game ends 3-2.
It would be hilarious.
You did say that it was going to be like an 8-5 game, and we were like, what?
Well, we joked about it last week. I said whoever has the better kicker is going to win this game.
Yeah.
And
both guys missed last night.
But Dicker missed one from like 55.
Right.
Yeah.
And the kid from Pittsburgh missed one from like 49.
Yeah, Boswell. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always like a good doink, by the way.
Same. I like the sound of a doink.
Tirico loved it. He could not have been happier. It was like a pig and you-know-what when that thing doinked off the...
Collinsworth loves to be able to say doink.
Yeah.
He just wants a double doink.
By the way, their rules analysis last night, Terry McCauley, he was really fired up. He kept yelling at Mike. It was hilarious. Because Collinsworth doesn't like him, you could tell. But Terry was like, Mike, didn't you see that, Mike? It was amazing. You can't talk to Tirico that way. Tirico's a made guy now.
Oh, he is.
Oh, he is. Listen, he's the face of NBC. He's been there for years now.
Right.
But
just go back to New England and Indy for a second here, George. Think about this. What if New England and Indianapolis somehow, some way
get to the AFC title game?
Right. And instead of it being Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady,
right,
it's freaking Drake May in his second year against Daniel Jones in his first year with the Colts.
Yeah.
That would be like completely bizarre if the Colts and the Patriots meet up. And we know the history of those two organizations and those two quarterbacks.
And if the Patriots and Rams meet up in the Super Bowl, like that caller suggested, it's the AVP Bowl.
Yeah, listen, as much as it bothers me that my boy Alex Van Pelt was fired as their offensive coordinator last year, I will give credit where credit is due. Josh McDaniels clearly is not a head coach.
Right.
Clearly is not a leader of men.
Yeah.
But Josh McDaniels has picked up where Alex last year had Drake May in his rookie year. And Alex is known for, coaching quarterbacks and had a lot of success with Aaron Rodgers, obviously. But handing Drake May off and what the Patriots have become a year later, as much as I was really mad at Bob Kraft, like, why did you hire these guys? Why'd you put this staff together? Why'd you fire everybody and pay everybody? He knew what he was doing. Mike Vrabel is an experienced, real NFL head coach.
Yeah.
And Josh McDaniels, to his credit, is a real offensive coordinator.
Yeah, speaking of offense, USC's offense is fantastic. Defense still suspect, I would say, at times, although a good win against Northwestern, a dominant performance this past week on Friday on the day that Keyshawn Johnson led the charge out the tunnel.
He was the tunnel captain.
Yes.
Along with his 1996 Rose Bowl team.
Correct. So here's the latest on the college football playoff update. Now, we'll know tomorrow, right? Because at 5 o'clock, they'll have the release of the latest college football playoff standings and rankings. Currently, ESPN's Football Power Index believes USC has nearly a 16% chance to make the playoffs at the moment. Offensively, they've been fantastic. Defensively, though, as we've talked about for a long time, Cappy, although they had one really good game against Michigan specifically against the run. And that's relative because Michigan runs at like 200 yards a game nearly, and they held them to like 125. So below their standard. But their run defense still an issue, and you're going to get, a rock fight this week with Iowa. And again, another game against Oregon, a team that can also run the ball at a very good clip.
By the way, I watched that Iowa-Oregon game this weekend. There was two
Good
games
game.
in particular. That was a really good game.
Yeah.
The best game
Indiana,
of the weekend,
Penn State.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, shout out to my man Gus Johnson. When Indiana scored what became the game-winning touchdown, which was a spectacular throw.
And catch.
And the catch was probably the best catch of the year in college football.
Yeah.
Gus Johnson, you think you've heard Gus Johnson lose his mind in the past? You've never heard Gus Johnson lose his mind like what happened in this game.
An ultimate Gusgasm, as they call it.
Yeah, he lost his voice. Like, he was screaming so hard and so loud that he literally lost his voice.
I like when Gus he doesn't know what to say, and he just starts making noises. Yeah,
right.
he's like,
Linz, you got to go back and find the
I'm
touchdown.
getting it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
Here's one thing, though,
It's just,
George.
I think Gus is fun. Like, I've always
he's
been
hilarious.
a Gus Johnson guy.
Huge fan.
I know that some people,
he yells and screams too much.
whatever, dude. Like, it's football. Let it be fun.
Yeah, listen, he was great, man, and that was the most unbelievable catch. So the Big Ten had some crazy games this past weekend. I give Penn State a lot of credit for still continuing to fight, even with all the controversy around them. But, George, here's a weird thing about this USC win. After the game, one of the reporters asked Lincoln Riley about some rumors that are starting to circulate. Right? And I think Paul Feinbaum, who has been a very blatant Lincoln Riley hater, started to put it out last week, like, don't be surprised with all of these high-profile jobs like Florida or LSU or Penn State, just using these as examples.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if Lincoln Riley's name gets thrown around in some of those, because, as Paul Feinbaum put it, Lincoln Riley he's just really not relevant in the LA sports market, to which I would say to Paul, hey, bro, the Dodgers just wrapped up the World Series. The Lakers season has started better than most people would have expected. The Rams are on absolute fire. The Chargers are in the middle of a playoff race. I mean, there's so much going on the LA sports scene. It takes a lot more for USC to be front page stuff here.
And I would say that would not have been the case several years ago, to your
when there
point.
was no NFL.
Well, even while the NFL was just kind of reestablishing itself, I would even say that they would have a semblance of relevance. Because I remember the Sam Darnold Rose Bowl year. I mean, they were popping in a huge way. And had they beaten Notre Dame, I think it would feel a little different because they'd also be higher in the college football playoff ranking. So, yeah, I do think that the standard at USC is set to the point where it's like, if you're on the periphery, it's fine. Which, by the way, it should be more than that because they haven't had that many great seasons of late, that you should be cherishing as close as you are to at least even be in the discussion on the outside looking in potentially. But that's neither here or there because, again, you haven't been that good lately. But what I would say is I was also surprised by this question and also surprised by all of it, really, even the answer. But it's a very brief answer. Can we hear it? Do we have it?
Oh, man. You guys know what I sacrificed to come here. I'm where I need to be.
Yeah, it was a very quick answer. You guys know what I sacrificed to come here. I'm where I need to be. Now, that's for those that are like, good, we like Lincoln Riley. We haven't seen the best of Lincoln Riley. We're starting to see improvement from Lincoln Riley's teams. The facilities are growing. The recruiting is getting better, et cetera, et cetera. But I actually wouldn't be surprised if the SEC were to, a school like an LSU or a school like a Florida, it wouldn't surprise me if schools like that made at least an overture to try and get a Lincoln Riley away from USC. And if he left, I don't know that everybody in USC land would be like, oh, no, we lost our coach. I don't know that that's what everybody's reaction would be. But I do think that with all these high-profile jobs available now in the middle of the season, I wouldn't be surprised if Lincoln Riley's name really starts to come around.
I mean, I think that with the SEC stuff, it'll be interesting, right? Because if Lincoln, let's play this out for a second.
Okay, go ahead.
It could get bad here, in the sense that there is a sense of USC should be better. I mean, we heard Keyshawn the other day, right? How many more times would he do one more year? Like, I actually do think he's building something. And again, if he can fix the defense, if he can have another good roster class, roster turnover, right? Whatever you want to call it with the portal and recruiting, I think he can be really good next year. However, you got to close the deal. You got to finish strong. And it's very tenuous, let's say, with kids, basically, at this point, because that's what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And what I would also add, I like that, the way you were like, the way you
I'm
reacted.
contemplating. I'm sort of contemplating. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, keep rolling. Go ahead.
But I would say if Lincoln Riley was going to go to the SEC, if he thinks it can get bad here, I mean, you just talked about Paul Feinbaum. I mean, there's Paul Feinbaum, and then there's like 25 other mini Paul Feinbaums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the SEC. Like, it is, the heat gets tougher there, is what I would say. And not that he wants to go, but if, let's say he did, be careful what you wish for, because yes, you'll have incredible facilities. You'll have an incredible game day environment. You'll be in the best conference in America. Like, I get it. From top to bottom, they are. While I think that they are not as dominant at the top as they used to be, from 1 through whatever, 16 or whatever it is, 18, they are. But I just think that I don't know if he, considering the way he gets bent about the media, I would think that could be a tough thing for him if he did go there.
There's a flip side to it, though. You ready? The flip side is that, let's just say you are the coach at LSU, right? Everything around that entire community and that state
revolves around you.
Everything is LSU, and to your point, everything is about the coach at LSU, right? The reality is this, is that LA is Lakers and Dodgers, and honestly, football, NFL football and college football, it does take a back seat. In other words, and we can all talk about the history, hey, if USC was this, if USC was that, and back when this, but I'm just saying reality is this, is that LSU, when you're the head football coach, you do whatever you want to do. You're above the law. When you are the USC head coach in this sports environment, you're way lower down. Now, if you care about that stuff, if you want to be exalted the way you were in Norman, Oklahoma, versus the way you exist in Los Angeles, then go to LSU, go to Florida, go to Penn State, go to places where everything revolves around football.
Yeah.
But if you like where you live and you like the program and you think that there's a bright future, then you don't go anywhere. Or then there's this other part of it, George. You could go to an SEC school, put in your contract that when they fire you, because they will, that you get like a $75 million buyout, and maybe that's another reason to jump ship. Just wait to get fired.
Yeah. Here's what I'll say. Like, everyone seems to think Lane Kiffin is going to get one of these jobs, LSU, Florida, whatever. I don't see that.
Why would he leave where he's at to go to those schools?
Well, depends on what you read and what you hear. He's been itching to get out of there from day one.
Oh, okay. That I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because to me, they seem lateral.
Oh, I think the ceiling is way higher at Florida or LSU. If you've got that thing humming, you can win a national championship. Ole Miss hasn't even won an SEC title. You know what I'm saying?
Because they have not been Georgia, Alabama, LSU, Florida, but it's not like they're far behind. It's not like the difference between Ohio State and Northwestern.
No, agreed. But I would say it's like the difference between like Ohio State and Iowa.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
You can sell me on that.
Yeah. So I think because of that, like, allegedly, he's been itching to get out of there. But I'll tell you this, and I know USC fans may think I'm nuts. If Lincoln did leave, I would kick the tires on Lane. I know it didn't go well the first time, but he's a different person now.
He has grown up a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Lane Kiffin he did what everybody else would have done. When he got that Raider job, every one of us as a young guy would have taken the money and the opportunity. But he was in way over his head. And
even
now,
here, I think he was in way over his head
of course.
In 2010, when he was here 2010 to 2013.
Lane Kiffin and Steve Sarkisian, because of their history at USC and both having worked for Pete Carroll.
I think they've been through the Nick Saban wayward school of wayward coaches already.
Right,
you know?
and so those two guys have PhDs now in coaching. With the success that they both had with Pete and the successes they both had with Nick, And the fact that those two guys, like, you think about Steve Sarkisian just as an example. He could have been out of coaching because of all the negative publicity that came with his whole drinking thing that happened to him. Okay? Same thing goes with Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin's a football lifer. You know, his dad is an all-time legendary NFL defensive coordinator, Monty Kiffin. These guys could have blown their careers up because they got too much too early. Those guys have settled in now. They're now really great coaches. I'm with you. If by chance, Lincoln Riley chooses to bounce, that's a young person's way of saying leave, George.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah.
If Lincoln Riley decides to bounce, I absolutely would look at Lane Kiffin.
Can you imagine the moment at the Coliseum, the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, while Lane Kiffin returns to the field and Traveler the horse is running out there? And there comes Pete Carroll out of the tunnel. They're walking him with a walker. And he puts in his USC teeth back from way back when. And he hands Lane Kiffin a bag of Werther's Originals and said, go out there, son, and get it. Oh, what a moment. And then Keyshawn runs out of the captain going, man.
I think if Lincoln leaves, which I don't know if he will. I don't have a sense that he will. But if he does, I would kick the tires on Lane again. Because I don't think Lane is getting Florida. And I don't think Lane is getting LSU.
I wouldn't.
And I don't think Lane's getting
schools.
Penn State by any stretch of the imagination.
I would not leave for any of those three schools based on, if you tell me that Lane Kiffin's unhappy at Ole Miss, that's one thing.
Well, I don't know. I'm just telling you, for years, you can read that he has been, quote unquote, itching to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Not, those aren't my words.
Yeah.
How about UCLA?
No. No. UCLA, you know who you should go after?
They're going to go after somebody that's not.
No. You should get, like, Alex Golish, the USF coach who's in the top 25 at USF, or Bob Chesney, who's the James Madison coach who's in the top 25 now.
We're going to James Madison, UCF.
Let me tell you something. Do you know how hard it is to be in the top 25 at James Madison?
It's incredibly hard, and that means he's a great coach. Listen, nobody knew that Curt Cignetti was going to be Curt Cignetti at Indiana.
Don't be naive. That guy is a good, like, it is hard.
Is he an $8 million coach? They have $8 million to spend on a coach.
I don't know. I don't care about the money. I'm not worried about the money. I'm just telling you the guy is a good football coach. He took a small school like Holy Cross and made them good, then took over for Cignetti at James Madison and has kept that thing humming with his own players because Cignetti took everybody with him.
Don't worry about it, though, Bergie. You're looking more at like a Brian Kelly, you know, who just wants to get back into coaching. That's a Chip Kelly hire for UCLA.
And by the way,
no more Chip Kelly hires.
I will tell you this, speaking of coaches who will be back, I will bet you anything you want that Jimbo Fisher is a head coach again in the college football next season.
Yeah, how about him at UCLA?
I don't see it.
Bergie's not
he's got
a big
$80 million
prospect
in his bank account.
I think Jimbo Fisher.
We don't mix.
I think Jimbo Fisher will go back to the ACC. He'll either be, if Norvell gets fired at Florida State, he'll go there, or Virginia Tech if James Franklin doesn't take that job.
8:26 in the morning, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Let me remind you, the Dodgers celebration keeps rolling. And Legends Attic in Claremont, join us this Friday from noon to 3:30 as we broadcast live with World Series champ Miguel Rojas, Oral Hershiser, and more. Check out Dave Holbrecht's amazing sports art, score prizes, and celebrate back-to-back titles. Don't miss it. Get your tickets now at legendsattic.com. We go smack around a little radio Tinder when we come back. We're also going to keep having fun and frivolity because you know why? This is the show of the people. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show rolls on $1 Million Monday, 2.5 minutes from right now.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
East Central Hotel, the official downtown home away from home for Cappy and Morales. EastCentralHotel.com.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Every ceviche at Mercado Gonzalez begins with limes fresh squeezed daily. Yes, daily. And each drop of those limes marinates our delicious shrimp, caught from El Mar de Cortés, for a unique mariscos flavor you can't find anywhere else in the world. Spoon the ceviche over our tostadas raspadas and take a crunchy bite. That's the sound of authenticity. Mercado Gonzalez, Mexico in every detail.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me, Chris Morales, for the ESPN LA Rams postgame show. Live from Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes like signed sports memorabilia or tickets to an upcoming LA sporting event. While you're there, enter for a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. And I'm putting Rams fans on the air live from HPC after the game. Hollywood Park Casino is LA's hottest card room and the only place where you can party and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino must be 21 and older.
Fuego. Did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles offers more state-of-the-art cell and gene therapies than any other pediatric hospital on the West Coast? These breakthrough treatments are rewriting the playbook for serious diseases like cancer, Duchenne muscular dystrophy, hemophilia, and sickle cell disease, helping kids walk, run, and go for their goals. So put your child on the West Coast #1 team for cell and gene therapy. To learn more, visit chla.org.
Veteran-founded and veteran-focused, National University is a proud yellow ribbon school and a top educator of the U.S. military. They accept the post-9/11 GI Bill and offer dedicated support to help you balance work, family, and school. With flexible online and hybrid programs, monthly class starts, and over 150 degrees, credentials, and certificates, you can even earn credit for prior experience. Advance your career today. Visit nu.edu.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh, Dion.
George Sedano.
LA, baby.
Scott Kaplan.
What's up, LA?
What's up, LA?
Hey.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks.
8:31. We're going to get right into Radio Tinder. We like to play a TV theme or a wrestling theme.
Up and down there, slide. I'm just a sexy boy.
Sexy boy.
I'm not your
Boy toy.
We played the Shawn Michaels theme because yesterday, back in 1997, it was the Montreal Screwjob, where wrestler Bret Hart, my guy, Bret the Man Hart, lost in his final match in the WWE via submission to Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid.
He's still mad about it, too.
I am. I'm still mad about it.
Oh, Bret Hart's still mad about it.
I know.
I really like when you sang Sexy Boy, though. That was hot.
Sexy boy.
Yet again.
Boy toy.
And I do that while holding the hardwood, the morning wood, from Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Let me hit that thing. Radio Tinder, brought to you by Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Yeah,
Can't break this thing.
Sedano's pounding that morning wood.
Yeah.
If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR, FLOOR, or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. We do Radio Tinder for a few moments, but we've got some juicy JJ Redick sounds. Sedano in just a few minutes, right?
Yeah, right after Radio Tinder.
With Radio Tinder, take it away, Presidente.
Thanks, Christopher. All right, so this one is from the Am I the A-hole Reddit, which I haven't been to in a while. So in a post on Reddit, a 26-year-old woman explained that she and her boyfriend went out to a bar with friends, including her friend and her boyfriend, Dylan. They all went back to her house where Dylan fell asleep on the couch and, quote, had an accident. So he was carried to the bathroom while they cleaned the couch, and then Dylan crawled into the woman's bed and in his pee-soaked clothes next to her sleeping boyfriend.
Yeah.
At this point, they woke him up, carried him back to the couch where he peed himself again on the other side of the couch.
Oh, my God.
So now you got like the bed and the entire
Put some
couch.
diapers on this guy.
Right, exactly. So then the couple, the culprits, I guess you could call them, they left the next morning at 8 a.m. without offering to help clean up or even apologizing.
Oh.
And it smelled so bad, the girl had to rent an upholstery cleaner for $150 and texted her friend asking that they cover the cost.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after some back and forth and some arguing, the friend finally sent the $150 and won't talk to her anymore, and they're not friends anymore.
No, listen. So what's the question?
Yeah, I was just going to say, is she the a-hole?
The person who peed the couch and the bed and all that stuff is completely the a-hole. If you are that sloppy that you can't control your bowels, okay, that's how wrecked you are, and you ruin somebody's couch, upholstery, bedding. Yes, you at the very least, the least you could do is pay for the cleaning bill. You probably should send them a nice little gift basket too, for that matter.
My question is, like, for me, if I were the person that peed on that guy's couch or that girl's couch, I'd be so humiliated. I'd be like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I peed all over your couch. I was wasted. I will handle it. It's my responsibility.
Right.
I'm gonna hopefully get the upholstery clean, and hopefully it's fine. If not, I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll have to buy you a new couch,
Yeah.
man.
Right. Yeah.
But how could the person who did the peeing, how could that person not have enough?
Well, they said, well, you went out and just rented this upholstery cleaner. I have one my own. I could have come over there and done it for free. And they were like, well, you never offered. You just dipped out, didn't say anything, and we didn't hear from you.
At the very least, you leave a note, right?
Right.
And say, hey, we're going to take care of whatever happened here. Like, don't worry about it. But if you didn't do that, the hell with it.
I mean, honestly, it's like one of my biggest fears is peeing the bed, you know?
What?
Seriously. No,
Really?
it's true.
When was
No,
the
it's
last
true.
time you did that?
It was 1997.
That's kind
to
of
be
late in the
exact.
game, I feel
I
like,
know.
for you.
It was
Yeah,
late in the game.
that's pretty
it was
late.
late in the game. What happened is I woke up that morning,
Yeah.
and my now ex-wife was laying in the bed with me. We were early in our relationship, and I said, I have to tell you something that's probably going to shape the future of this relationship. She said, what is it? I said, I peed in your bed.
Ooh.
So it's either like I'm going to clean it and we're going to break up because you can't handle it, or I'm going to clean it and we're going to stay together because you're like, oh, it happened. And it was after a night of drinking. I will acknowledge that.
And then
But
you lived
as you guys-
happily ever after.
Well, we lived happily ever after until about 2010. Then we lived miserably till about 2016.
Right.
And then we were really miserable, even in divorce, until about 2023. But now things are good.
Thank you, Lindsay, for Radio Tinder, brought to you by Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Beto Duran's going to join us in about 10 minutes with the high school football report, thanks to Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Sedano. Actually, you know what? Let's do a little talk about our prize picks now. Then we'll get to JJ Redick sound, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Listen, Prize Picks, the place to get sports action in the state of California. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Your first $5 lineup gets you a $50 lineup bonus. Prize Picks is simple to play. It's more or less. There's a stat projection for every player imaginable and every sport imaginable. So, like in basketball, points, rebounds, or assists. You go more, you go less. You bundle a couple together, you win cold, hard cash.
Just taking a look at what's going on tonight here, because the Lakers play this afternoon. It's a 4 o'clock game locally against Charlotte. Austin Reeves, more or less than 8.5 three-pointers attempted, George.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Reeves, a demon play, more than half a block shot. Austin Reeves, a demon play, more than 1.5 blocks and steals. I don't know what I'm going to do here. DeAndre Ayton, who's been playing pretty decent ball. Certainly surprising a lot of us. I'm looking at DeAndre Ayton. I'm always looking for these demon plays. 1.5 steals tonight. Jake LaRavia, half of a point in the first 3 minutes of the game. Jared Vanderbilt, half a three-pointer made. So I'm going to do this. Because here's what right now, with basketball, hockey, football, soccer even, you can play anything. So I'm looking tonight to do this. I'm going to look to build a lineup that is Laker heavy and is also about Monday Night Football between the Eagles and the Packers. So I'm going to put together a 6-pick play. Now, Ron the Caddy is saying to us in our YouTube chat, as the football season's going longer, it's becoming that much more difficult. I'm with you, Ron. I would have thought that Justin Herbert last night would have had a big passing game. I would have thought that Aaron Rodgers would have put up numbers. Little did I know that he turned 41 last night. So I'm looking for plays. You can follow me now on Prize Picks. Go to your profile, find me. It's under my real name, Scott Kaplan. And you can follow me. You can follow my picks. I've been a little cold. The previous 2 weekends, red hot. Last weekend, Ice cold. You follow me, I'll follow you. You can play my picks, I can play your picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the code KAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make your first $5 lineup and get $50 in lineups. And let's all win together tonight. I got to get back on the winning track.
Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Damn right it is.
Thank you, guys. 8:38. So, Sedano, this JJ Redick sound we got.
So he was pissed on Friday. I mean,
understandably so.
The starters just got demolished in that game. And by the way, the Hawks were missing a ton of guys in that game. And that's the NBA. Listen, you can't sleep on a team because they're missing guys. That, as a matter of fact, we see it almost all the time now, Cappy, where the shorthanded team not only stays in the game but wins. Okay, it happens way more frequently than most would anticipate, and there's a reason. There's only 450 guys or so in the damn league, so they're all good to some extent. Okay, so the Lakers starters just get absolutely played off the floor for the most part in this game, and JJ was not thrilled after the game when receiving questions in the postgame about his team's effort.
JJ, anything specific stand out about how the game kind of started and you weren't able to get going as a team?
Yeah, just not a lot to like tonight.
Where, you obviously had mentioned, right, you're going to emphasize that this happens sometimes when other teams are down. They find a way to rally around the flag. Did you feel some of that from the Hawks, or did you feel like this was more of a your issue?
Oh, they brought the requisite level of effort and urgency and physicality.
We spoke about pregame about how you guys were in that position as the Hawks. We spoke about how much you guys have rallied and brought that energy. Is it even more disappointing to see it to kick off this road trip in that manner, considering you guys have done it so much to start?
Yeah, very disappointing.
So now, kind of, what's next? What's next? Is it kind of just you flush this one, or do you look at it after, or is it just let's just forget and move on to the next one?
No, we're going to look at it for sure.
Was there a moment in that third quarter that you realized that this was not going to be one of those nights where at least your first unit was going to get that?
I realized that in the first 2 minutes of the game.
What did you see in those first 2 minutes?
Nothing.
So the last question was basically, was there anything like redeeming or something like that? And he said nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. He, first of all,
nothing.
I love JJ Redick for this reason. I said it to you last week.
Yeah.
He's going to blow his top.
By the way, that nothing that you said, Lindsay, is funny because I remember, he played for Stan Van Gundy for a long time, JJ. And Stan was a notorious screamer. Like the funniest story I've ever heard about Stan was when he was a rookie coach, Lamar Odom. He coached Lamar Odom. And Lamar Odom told me one time, he's like, I used to think my name was Mother Bleeper. And I'm like, why is that? He goes, because all I'd hear was Stan going, Mother Bleeper, what are you doing? Mother Bleeper, get your ass over there. So that was Stan. So not that JJ is that, but that's, JJ played for Stan for a long time. I do think that plays, maybe a small part in it. But yeah, JJ,
he's going to blow up. Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
You're not going to go 82-0.
Right, but you can't have that lack of an effort. I think
that's
just
what, and that's what it is. Yeah. It's not like, hey guys, look, I know we're not going to win every game, but as he said, there was one question about they, meaning the Hawks, brought what he called the requisite amount of effort and whatever fight. Let's just say, and then he bit his tongue because the next statement out of his mouth is clearly they brought the requisite amount of X and Y, and we didn't even show up. Like, I don't know what we're doing here. Like, we just didn't even show up to start this road trip. And I love at the end, they go, yo, so are you going to, like, flush this one and not watch the film and just kind of forget about it? And you go, oh, hell to the nah. We're going to sit down. We're going to watch this film, and I'm going to humiliate everybody into you better get your ass out there against Charlotte this afternoon and actually show up with the requisite amount of effort and energy, because that was some unprofessional nonsense right there. So I just love that he's going to blow his top, dude. He bites his tongue because he says, all I'm going to say is this, and then he stops. Blabbermouths like me, I would never be able to shut the hell up. He's doing a great job of biting his tongue.
Yeah, I mean, look, he is, and but he knows how to be the requisite amount of jerk when needed to be. And I say that in an endearing fashion towards his players because, like, I'll give you an example. We were talking to Luka the other day on Wednesday. I forgot who in the room asked him, like, what do you like you played with JJ, but what do you like about playing for JJ? And he's like, yeah, when I played with him, he was at the end of his career. Like, he was talkative, but not that talk. He's very talkative now. He goes, they're like, what do you like? He's like, he's a bleep. So.
What the word bleep.
I mean, I'll let you interpret it. There's a reason it's a bleep.
He's a jerk.
Bleep.
Yeah, he's a jerk. And he liked that about him.
Nah, that's not the word. A bleep. An S?
Nothing.
An F?
No, it's an F.
No, it's neither.
Oh, no?
Yeah.
So then what is a bleep?
Oh,
Dallas.
a P?
Dallas, right?
Is it a P?
No.
Oh, come on, guys.
Is it an
Really?
M?
C?
How about
Is it
an
a
M?
C?
Is it a
No,
C?
M.
Not a
No
C?
M?
No C.
No, not an M word? No.
I mean,
Not C. C
How do you guys
could have
not
made
know
it.
Oh, is it
It really
D?
is.
Is he a
Yeah.
D?
No.
No, no.
Oh,
Wow,
you're
that's
closer. You're closer.
Is
now.
he a D?
You're closer. No, but it's not that.
Not a D.
No.
Huh.
All right, you guys.
An
figure it
A?
out
How about an
over-
A?
Is he
How
a
about a
C?
DB? Is he a
Oh,
DB?
okay. Got it. Yeah. Right.
Wait, what is it, Bergie?
On the other side, we will talk to Beto for the CHLA High
You better
School
tell us
football
what
report.
Bergie said because I didn't hear it either.
Yeah, what did he say?
Oh, we'll
It was
tell
a
you-
letter.
We'll tell you next.
letter?
But first, Shinato, tell us about our friend who's not that, whatever that was, our friend Jacob Emrani.
Oh, listen, you get into an accident, you call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Tell him Sedano, Mason, and the crew here at 710 sent you. Very simple, guys. Jacob wants to tell you to have a happy Monday. Mondays are tough, right? We get it. So welcome to the start of something new. Everyone knows, though, that after an accident, you call Jacob. And now, Jacob Emrani has a new number. Are you ready for it? Here it is. 800-345-6789. Yeah, look how easy that is. Are you serious? 800-345-6789. That's it. Call him. Call Jacob after an accident. You've been calling him for over 30 years, okay? All you got to do is call this number now. 800-345-6789. Literally, 345-6789. 800-345-6789. It's a new number. Same Jacob Emrani. 800-345-6789. Jacob is making it even easier to call him now. 800-345-6789. They're all one after the other. 800-345-6789. The most trusted team has a new number. That number again, 800-345-6789. I know you know how to count, right? So say it with me. 800. Ready? All in the car. I know the kids are in the car too. 800-345-6789. That's how you call Jacob. It's very simple. And visit him online at calljacob.com.
Thank you, Shinato. Beto Duran is up next. Our high school football report thanks to CHLA. We will do that in 3 minutes from right now.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
The Los Angeles Rams are 7-2 after an emphatic 42-26 win at Levi Stadium against the 49ers. It's the first NFC West win of the season for the Rams. It's also the first NFC West loss of the season for the 49ers, and it sets up an absolutely epic showdown in 1 week at SoFi Stadium when the 7-2 Rams will take on the 7-2 Seattle Seahawks. That could be the difference between who wins the NFC West or not. Matthew Stafford absolutely on fire. The first quarterback in NFL history with 4 passing touchdowns and 0 interceptions in 3 consecutive games. And with that win for the first time in Matthew Stafford's career, he is a 500 quarterback, 115-1 in his amazing career. The Rams are firing 4 in a row for LA. The Seahawks up next. With Monday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
When it comes to hiring, other job sites are still huddling while ZipRecruiter's already in the end zone. That's why over 4 million businesses have used ZipRecruiter to hire, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
I'm pretty easy to shop for. If it's in Morongo, I'm good to go. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Shop till you drop. You can use your rewards points to shop top brands in our ballroom Black Friday. Noon to 10 p.m. the 28th.
Number 2.
There's over $1 million in progressive jackpots at slots and table games.
And the number 1 reason.
Bret Michaels Rock the World Tour, November 21st, only at Morongo.
Morongo, good times.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on.
We are such a bunch of weirdos that work at this radio station. Seriously.
Sedano and Kap have taken over Morning Drive. Back to the guys.
8:49. Sedano and Kap, the Monday morning edition of the Morning Show. Jack. When you hear the Cisco Kid, that means Beto Duran is coming up in just a moment. But first, let me tell you, ESPN LA is giving you a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. Join Travis Rogers, Sue Cravens, and me this Sunday for the Rams postgame show live from Hollywood Park Casino. While you're there, enter to win the e-bike, plus score other great prizes like signed memorabilia and tickets to upcoming ESPN LA events. Plus, we'll put you on the radio to react live to the Rams Seahawks. Don't miss it. Hollywood Park Casino, 3883 West Century Boulevard in Inglewood. Sunday after the game, must be 21 or older. Hollywood Park Casino. Party and play 24/7. It is time for Beto Duran, the high school football report, sponsored by Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Your child's comeback starts at CHLA, and we say good morning. By the way, guys, we're out at 55:50. We say good morning to Beto Duran.
Hola, Beto.
Buenos dias, everybody. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Buenos
dias.
Buenos dias.
What's cooking, man?
Look, first of all, the show sounds really fun this morning. I was telling Lindsay that. But over the weekend, we always talk about the high school football and the playoffs, and the boys get it. But the girls, it was a flag football championships for the girls this weekend, and it was the second year the CIF has had the championship. So I want to give the shine to the women that are out there playing, because flag football has been blowing up the last couple of years here in Southern California. And in the Division I championship, but before that, Mike Cantazarit, who's a big listener to the station, he has Interscholastic Films. He sent us a bunch of the videos that we're going to be showing on the YouTube page. So shout out to Mike, who's a key grip and a big listener to the station. Division I, Jay Sarah Cappy, and they have a quarterback named Kate Meyer. She ran in the touchdown for the game winner. Jay Sarah is your Division I champion. They went undefeated this year, 28-0. But Cappy, they needed 2 goal line stands as the clock runs out to beat Orange Lutheran, who has probably one of the best teams in the area. So shout out to Jay Sarah, your Division I flag football championship teams, and they blanked 12 opponents this year. Division II is going to go to Addison Stern. She had 3 touchdowns, as Corona Del Mar is your champion in Division II. And in Division III, Eastvale, Roosevelt, out there by the 15. Cappy, you know that area by Silver Lake, where we play soccer?
Yeah.
So Eastvale, Roosevelt beat Lacerna from Whittier 14-12. April Chavez sacked the quarterback on 4th down to win it. So shout out to Eastville, Roosevelt. So shout out to all the women and the girls that are playing flag football right now.
Right on. Shout out to all the girls that are out there playing flag football, and shout out to to the CIF. I mean, having flag football now for girls in high school is awesome. So way to go to all the ladies out there, the moms and dads, the coaches, the admins, everybody else who's supporting it. Good job, Beto. Love that.
Yeah, for sure. There's no doubt.
Yeah. All right, so some of the other games, I like to give the shine to some of the smaller schools.
Yeah.
And how about this, though? Rio Hondo Prep off the 605 freeway, they have a running back named Noah Peña-Nudi, right? 262 yards, 3 touchdowns. They beat Thousand Oaks in the first round. And then also smaller division school, Division 11. Memories of El Monte, right? Mucho Morales knows all about El Monte. Aaron Rivera, 2 TDs, and he kicked a 30-yard field goal as they beat number 1 St. Anthony. So shout out to the small schools.
Right on, right on. What about big wins this weekend? I saw a couple of games in particular that ended on last-second field goals. What do you got there?
Okay, San Juan Hills and Downey went back and forth, a barn burner in that game. And Kyle Donahue, who is the kicker for San Juan Hills, he's a soccer player who didn't start kicking till he got to the school, because typical, hey, you know how to kick? All right, cool, come be our kicker. He's now going to be a 5-star recruit. He's a junior, Kyle Donahue. So shout out to him. Game-winning field goal to beat Downey. And Downey has that quarterback, Oscar Rios, who's going to Arizona. So shout out to San Juan Hills getting that game-winning field goal from the kicker. I know you love the kicker.
Nice. Oh, I do. And by the way, Beto, you know how you always tell everybody, send us your information. If you want shout-outs for your teams or for your players, send it to us. You hear this story this weekend. San Dimas was playing Roland.
2 minutes.
And Roland was up 22-0 at half. San Dimas battles back, and they kick a game-winning field goal from 20 yards out, and they score a huge win. So thanks to Danny Zamorano, who's a big-time 710 listener, for always sending us information about his team.
Speaking of Danny's, Beto, a big week for our boy Danny Hernandez, the QB guru here of Southern California. One of his guys, he trains guys all over the country now. Obviously started with Bryce Young. One of his guys, Fernando Mendoza, the leading Heisman candidate at Indiana University, had this big play at the end of the game.
Mendoza in trouble. It's out. Touchdown. Wow. A cool play. Unbelievable. Did he get his foot down?
He did. He got his foot down. Yes.
George, did I tell you, Gus lost his voice on that?
It was nuts. Great call there by Gus and Fox Sports with Joel Klatt. But Danny Hernandez, speaking of Danny's, phenomenal job coaching quarterbacks. And again, started in L.A., does most of his work in L.A. But Fernando Mendoza, who could win the Heisman, is his guy, Beto, right?
Yes. And also T.J. Lateef, Compton with Orange Lutheran. And what did he want to do? He wanted to go to a school in Southern California, but he goes to Nebraska and beats them. Also, Danny trained.
There you go. So,
thank you to Beto Duran. The High School Football Report presented by Children's Hospital, Los Angeles. Your child's comeback starts at CHLA, Georgie.
Yes, sir.
Rich Eisen Show begins at 9 a.m. Terrestrially, we continue on the YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles and on the app. If you're on the app, just stay there, sucker.
Join the Mongrels now on YouTube.
Join those Mongrels. Don't be a gutless bum. Join the Mongrels on a Monday, Jack.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avner Gatt, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Come out for a day of golf and fun and support the men and women who fight for our freedom. On Tuesday, November 11th, the Pacific Palms Resort in the City of Industry will play host to the 2025 Land of the Free Foundation Veterans Day Golf Classic. All proceeds from the tournament will go directly to the charities who support the men and women of our armed forces. For more info on the tournament, please visit landofthefreefoundation.org or call 562-833-4361. That's landofthefreefoundation.org.
Public Enemy, the pioneers of hip-hop. Take the stage at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino Friday, November 14th. Experience the raw energy, the iconic sound, and the powerful voices of Chuck D and Flavor Flav live on stage. Bring the noise! Public Enemy, Friday, November 14th. Only at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Tickets on sale now.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
Second down and goal from the 2. Helmet high snap, looking left, throws that way, and it's caught for a touchdown. Devontae Adams, touchdown LA. Shaken up but good to go. Devontae Adams continues his streak. He leads the NFL with 9 receiving touchdowns.
9th QB to go over 400 all time. All right, Matthew Stafford. Great job today, man. Love playing with you guys. It's a hell of a lot of fun, man. Let's get it going for next week, huh? Rams on 3, 1, 2, 3. Rams.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
San Diego Superchargers, San Diego Chargers.
So a third down play coming up now. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers in the shotgun, trips left, single man to the right. Looks over the defense, play clock down to 3. Rodgers lifts his right leg, gets the snap, back to throw, looking, under pressure, steps up, back into the end zone. He's hit, and he's going to go down. Khalil Mack got him in the end zone for a safety. He now has 6.5 career sacks against Rodgers.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
Thank you for letting me share in your aura.
How'd you say his name? Asmir?
Asmir.
On 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app. And on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Bigger than U.S. Steel.
What a catch by the tight end.
Yes. Right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to
I've danced with the devil.
It is smooth, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
I like it. You called out the play there. Hold on. 9:02 and 10 seconds. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Our final hour on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles on the app. The all-new ESPN LA app. Just hit that Sedano and Kap tile or the ESPN LA Live tile. Or maybe we'll get a tile that just, like, has Jerry Neuheisel's soft skin and his permanent hair as he heads from the Rose Bowl to SoFi Stadium?
Every time I watch Jerry Neuheisel now, there was a shot of him late in the game when it was still like a 7-point game or whatever, of him talking to Nico Iamaleava. By the way, I love Tim Brando, and I don't really know Devin Gardner all that well in regards to his broadcasting because I don't know him at all. They were struggling calling Nico's last name.
I'm leaving.
They had a big struggle in a big way trying to pronounce that name.
It was not. It was tough.
They should just call him Nico the way people call Tua.
That's what Brando was doing. He just started calling him Nico.
Yeah.
Instead of Iamaleava. And Devin Gardner, to his credit, kept trying to do it unsuccessfully.
By the way, I love Timmy B. Used to work with him way back when. I once went to his house in Shreveport.
I was just going to say, he's a Shreveport, Louisiana guy.
It's all pink.
Really?
The swimming pool, his wife has everything pink. I'm not joking.
No way.
The swimming
Really?
pool, grout, and tile was all pink.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
God, I haven't seen... I ran into Tim Brando about 2 years ago in Boise. He was there to call a Boise State game, and we were staying in the same hotel. And I said, hey, man, what's up? And we were like, yeah, let's sit down and talk. And we wound up spending about a good hour together that night. I hadn't seen Tim Brando in many years prior to that.
A legend got in broadcasting, no question about it. I mean, he's worked everywhere. ESPN, CBS,
right.
Fox now.
Studio shows, calling games. I mean, he's done it all.
I mean, when I was a kid growing up, I remember him on ESPN and CBS, the two of them, and hosting studios, calling games. Like he was kind of a jack of all trades in that sense. But yeah, fantastic, like a fantastic career. There's no doubt. But it was funny that he just at one point just gave up. He's like, Nico.
Yeah, Nico's fine. Nico's easier, just a whole lot easier.
And they were on the struggle bus. But I did see Jerry and his beautiful skin and his permanente hair.
See?
Talking to Iamaleava.
It is kind of funny, though, how that UCLA game over the weekend against Nebraska, how no one's really talking about the result of the game or the fact that the quarterback, what's the kid's name? The little mini Patrick Mahomes wannabe at Nebraska. What's that kid's name, that quarterback?
Raiola.
And he wasn't available, so the kid who started is a kid from Southern California who comes home to defeat UCLA. And it's a good story, but no one's really talking about that story as it applies to UCLA. All anybody was barking about all weekend long was, how dare you leave the Rose Bowl to go to SoFi Stadium? Listen, they both suck in this regard. The Rose Bowl's empty, okay? And yes, it's a beautiful place, and yeah, there's a ton of history. We all get that, okay? And SoFi's likely to be empty. But I could tell you this, the fan experience in an empty building will be better at SoFi than it is at the Rose Bowl. And at this point, what does it really matter? Now, one, you might say, well, this one's a college stadium and this one's a pro stadium.
First of all, number one, you can sell suites. Like, start
Big time.
with that.
A lot more suites, too.
Lot of money.
And nice ones.
Right. Look, there are plenty of UCLA people who are rich and would like to support the team, and they'd like to do it with better amenities.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that that's exactly what they're going for.
Yes.
It's a better game experience. Listen, it's still going to suck. I promise you this. Listen, it is an impossibility. Show me one example, and I'll change my tune. It's an impossibility to use an NFL stadium and create a college environment. People try. I'll give you an example, George. This upcoming Saturday, when my Pitt Panthers host Notre Dame, it'll be packed. It'll be jam-packed, and it will look and sound and feel like a college football game. But that's one of, call it, 6 or 7 home games during the season.
Correct.
Listen, you say, well, what's the difference with the Coliseum? The difference is the Coliseum is essentially on the campus at USC.
Right.
And by the way, you can still pack 80 or 90,000 people in the Coliseum. USC still has that sort of passionate fan base, regardless of the fact that they haven't won a national championship or even been in the playoff for all these last few years. But it's a whole different world at the Coliseum than it is over at the Rose Bowl. And so I don't think things will get better for UCLA at SoFi than they are at the Rose Bowl. They're just going to be equally as empty, just with better amenities.
Correct. And you'd rather that. I would at least.
Well, they'll get packed when they have a product on the field that's worth the fan base going to buy. Just, it hasn't been for quite some time now. Now, this year with Nico Iamaleava, I almost had trouble with it. Iamaleava, it's getting a little bit better, but unless there is a product on the field that is worthy, UCLA fans are not going to go.
Well, and the other part of it is this. And look, I don't go to UCLA games, so I don't check prices at the Rose Bowl. But I'm going to take a stab here that prices might actually be more expensive at the better stadium at SoFi. If I'm UCLA, let me tell you guys, let me give you guys a piece of advice right now. Make your tickets as inexpensive as humanly possible until your team is good, and then you can raise ticket prices. Get people to come sample your product. Get fans in the building so that it looks good. Nothing looks worse than empty seats in a building. So be as inexpensive as you can possibly be. Because if you start charging people NFL prices for a subpar college football experience, you ain't going to have nobody showing up at those games other than moms and dads. How's that for advice? Does everybody like that advice?
Yeah, well, you have to buy the seat licenses. It's all the same stuff that everywhere
Seat
else.
licenses?
Oh yeah.
What?
You're gonna have to buy seat licenses.
Who's buying a seat license?
Nobody's buying a seat license for UCLA.
You have to do it at UCLA. If the Rose Bowl, you have to do that.
Okay, well
we had seat licenses for our seats for a while.
I'm just saying you need to change that.
Who's going to buy a seat license for that?
I mean, it's one thing
there's
when you're
a product
building a
on
new
the field.
stadium. If you're building a new stadium and you want to be like first in and you bought a seat license to the Rams, that's one thing, which, by the way, I still think that's ridiculous too. But, Bergie, you think that people are going to have to be forced into buying seat licenses for UCLA at SoFi?
Probably.
They can't just buy season tickets?
You can buy season tickets, but I think you have to. That's the way all of these things are working at some point. That you
I don't
have
know,
to
man.
buy.
We should confirm that, dude.
I mean, you could be right, but I'm pretty sure that we had a seat license when we sat in Tunnel 19, the 20-yard line, about 10, 15 rows up, and that we had to buy the seats. Like it was more. It was a while ago, so it was probably about 10 years ago now, if not longer.
Seat licenses, man. If you buy seat licenses, hey, what do I get for my seat licenses?
You get to coach the team.
You get the right to buy season tickets. Wait a second. You mean to tell me I put down all this money for a seat license, and then I have the right to buy these seats? What happens if I don't want to buy them?
That's all the pros. It works in pro state.
I mean, that's kind of how the Dodgers are now. You join a membership. You're not actually buying tickets. But that's the Dodgers. They've won back-to-back World Series. I don't know. UCLA Bruins got PSLs.
Hey, if UCLA can find,
I mean, I could be wrong, but I would assume if they're going in there, that's what they're going to do.
I would think that if they do that, they're not going to sell any. How about that?
Maybe.
Good luck. Good luck selling seat licenses at SoFi, UCLA.
Good luck.
I don't think so. I mean, hard enough time buying season tickets. I have a hard enough time having people buy individual game tickets.
Well, according to the internet, it's a it's a donation where they trick you by saying it's described as an annual donation requirement associated with purchasing season tickets.
Yep.
Oh,
the Wooden Athletic Fund.
Yeah. It's the same thing. It's just it's called something else.
How much? They say?
Doesn't say.
Okay, I'd like to know that.
Meanwhile, $1 Million Mondays is back on 710 thanks to Pechanga Resort Casino. Listen all day for your chance to win. Just give us your big game prediction, both teams in the final score, and you could win $1 million. And just for playing, you'll get 2 tickets to Rams Cardinals at SoFi. Maybe you can get that PSL for the Bruins while you're there. $1 Million Mondays on ESPN LA, made possible by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. As a bonus to our YouTube-only audience, and our app-only audience, we will do a $1 Million Monday contest coming up this hour.
Okay.
Wow.
Did
we tease that in the terrestrial hour?
I didn't.
Did not.
By the way, speaking of the mongrels, there was some chatter today about the thong payoff. The thong payoff, the Dodger thong and shaving me and
Have
all
you
that.
told the story yet of what we're going to do or no?
Well, you can reset it here in a moment, but we will do it in June at Mandy's 4.
Okay.
And that comes from high above.
Right.
Because none of us want to get in trouble for our antics.
Yeah.
So it's a very open-ended place to do it.
Right. Yes, I would
So
agree.
you mean to tell me that you're going to be on stage?
Now the whole show or just like one moment?
Well, I'm on stage the whole show most of the time.
No, but I'm saying you're going to be in the thong the whole show?
No. Well, I will be, but we will put pantalones over that.
And then eventually you're going to strip is what's going to happen.
What I think we do is...
And then Cappy's going to write the DR on your cheeks?
The early part of the show, maybe
Your butt cheeks,
we
obviously.
do the back waxing live on stage.
Oh.
Or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We got 9 months to figure it out or something like that.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me we're going to pay off the Dodger World Series bet in June of next year, in the middle of next season?
Yes. It's either that or we don't do it at all. So.
Oh, no,
Well,
that
no, we
cannot.
gotta do it.
We have to do it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we're men of our
that's
word.
the deal. That's the deal. I mean, that's a long time to carry over a bit, though.
Hey, listen, this is worth it.
Wow.
Bit boy.
Bit boy on stage at the Mandy's. By the way, I'll say this. It's probably something that I would buy a seat license to. You know?
We should do seat licenses to the Mandy's.
Right. Seat licenses with Mandy's. What do I get? You get to see Morales I mean, in a G-string. You get to see Cap paint DR on his tuchus.
And you can see Bergman dressed up as the Bruin.
The Bear?
Yeah. We'll have
Joe
you dressed
Bruin?
up as the Bear.
As Joe Bruin?
Is that his name, Joe Bruin?
Joe, yeah. Joe and Josephine Bruin.
Oh.
Oh, Joe and Josephine.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have your girlfriend Jean as Josephine.
Sure, why not?
Hey.
And we'll bring salmon sperm for everybody.
Right.
And that bit goes to the salmon sperm mask that we never have done. We
Yes.
should do it this Wednesday for the Wacky Wednesday.
Oh,
bit.
no, I've got a good one for this week.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
You got a good Wacky
Yes.
Wednesday?
Am I going to get hit in the face with whipped cream again?
I don't know.
All
You'll
right.
have to tune in to find out.
Hey, a Wacky Wednesday, everybody.
Well, we started off, George, talking about UCLA.
Yeah, you want them to move to Drake Stadium, though. Which is the on-campus track stadium. or whatever.
Well, I mean, listen,
was
there's
supposed
been a
to be
lot of
there.
talk for a long time about the ability to build something on campus.
I mean, that thing only holds like 10,000, though, right?
Well, I'm not suggesting
We
that
have
they
to
play
build
there. I'm
around it.
suggesting they build around it and you make a 30,000-seat stadium and maybe you actually put some people into it.
Where the soccer field is where it was supposed to be that. Then
Yeah.
it got shot down so fast, and that's why it never happened.
Okay. Well, hey, listen, UCLA.
Yeah, the residents will never allow that to happen.
Absolutely not.
I mean,
Cappy,
like-
you understand this. I mean, where you grew up in South Florida, where we grew up in South Florida, the University of, you mentioned Pitt, the University of Miami has the same problem.
Of
They
course,
play at
listen.
the Dolphin Stadium. Coral Gables is basically Westwood,
Bel Air.
Bel Air, like
Yeah.
that kind of neighborhood.
Right.
It's super ritzy, and they had to fight to put a 5,000-seat basketball arena there for the team. I mean, so it's the same concept. If you live in Bel Air, Westwood, the adjacent areas, Beverly Hills, there's no way in hell you're going to want them to build a football stadium there.
I understand. I do. Look, here's the reality is that when you play in a big city like LA or Miami, I'll use Pittsburgh as an additional example.
Yins are not going to build an on-campus. Why not in Pittsburgh, though? I don't understand.
So we had a football stadium at Pitt.
Like, I can understand LA and Miami. Why not Pittsburgh? You guys love football.
Well, here's what happened. We had our football stadium when I played in college football.
Yeah.
We had a very, like what I would call like a Cal Berkeley / like a Michigan kind of an old school stadium. Now, it wasn't 110,000 like it is at Michigan.
Right.
It was like 60,000.
Yeah,
but it was
so
a
like
single
California,
bowl.
like California Memorial, you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a single bowl.
Yeah.
And, it was not, it was a no frills old school stadium. But there was a lot of history and a lot of tradition. But basketball became a much bigger deal, frankly. So they decided to build an arena where the football stadium was.
Right.
And the football team partnered with the Steelers. And now you've got this stadium downtown or downtown.
So what they said was, here we go.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go, Panthers. And it just sucks, man, because like when you're playing against Louisville or you're playing against Miami, there's not going to be 65,000. When you're playing against West Virginia or you're playing against Notre Dame,
right?
Like what will happen this
Or
Saturday?
like Penn State if they play there.
The
right.
place is going to go crazy.
Yeah.
So, but UCLA is going to have
Are you
a
going to
really
go to college
hard
game
time.
day? You should be the guest picker. We should have figured this out. We should have had Cappy as the guest picker.
George, let me tell you something. It's killing me that I'm not going to get to this Pitt Notre Dame game this weekend.
Why?
You're already going to be on that side of the country, Cap.
I know, because I made plans, as you'll recall, to go visit my daughter at Tulane.
You know what? You could see her next time.
I'll see her at Thanksgiving.
There you go. In a couple weeks.
I should totally cancel on her.
Reroute your plane.
Remember, the whole thing was I was going to go for the Lakers.
Listen, how much money are you giving that one in Louisiana?
Too much.
Okay, there you go. She's going to see you in a week. 2 weeks. Like, just be like, hey, whatever. I'm going to Pitt.
But don't
just tell her to be the guest picker. She won't know. You think she's going to watch College Game Day?
What if I did this though? You ready?
Bring her with you.
Right. What if I got to New Orleans on Thursday
and then you picked her up and went to Pittsburgh?
We hung out on Friday,
and when you said Yinzer, we're going to go down to Pittsburgh.
Right. We're going to go dine over to Pittsburgh and that. We're going to go see Pitt play Notre Dame. We're going to pine some irons.
Would she do
love
that?
To. She would go. She
Why
would
don't you
definitely
do
go.
it?
I
Can't
think
be
she's
that
got all
hard,
these-
Cap.
Well, it is that hard, especially during this, supposed government shutdown / reopening.
It is tough. I had a buddy yesterday. So I have read that international and quote unquote long haul flights are still okay. But what they're telling you is, Cappy, check your seat chart. Like on your flight, you can go on the app or the website. You can check the seat chart. They say if your flight is more than half empty, those are the type of flights that will get canceled.
Yeah. I know my kids are all on the East Coast from this past weekend. They were there celebrating my ex-father-in-law's 85th birthday.
Yeah.
And they were flying from
Different
Newark,
spots. Yeah.
Newark
Oh.
back to L.A. or back to San Diego or back to Boise, and everybody's flights got canceled. I mean, literally everybody's flight. So they all had to get rerouted and they leave. Instead of going from Newark, they had to go from Philadelphia. And instead of getting to L.A., they had to go to Phoenix. It's a freaking disaster out there.
It is.
You know,
listen, I'm telling you right now, I have no idea what's going to happen over the next several weeks while I'm gone.
Well, what's your travel day this week?
So I'm flying Thursday.
Mm-hmm. To where?
To Atlanta.
Okay.
And then
Atlanta.
And then Atlanta back. But, in theory, I mean, the only advantage of being in Atlanta is that there's a million flights. You know what I'm saying? So if the one I'm on gets canceled, there's another one. You know what I mean? But, yeah.
Yeah, I'm flying from LAX to New Orleans on Thursday, and the only advantage about going to New Orleans is that it's a much smaller airport.
Yeah.
So, it's not like, Newark, Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, Houston, LA, et cetera. It's a Phoenix. These big major airports are all losing flights. But it's a small airport like New Orleans that apparently is not losing as many flights.
Horrible airport in New Orleans, by the way.
New
I
Orleans,
hate that airport.
yeah,
Oh,
old
God.
school.
They've redone it.
Oh, they
actually.
have?
Oh, yeah.
It's still old school.
It's still old school,
small.
but it's small. But they redid it a couple years ago.
Now, what hotel are you staying in? Are you prepared? Are you prepared?
You're going to be with Trudell?
Yeah, you got to have a nice pipe for Friday morning show. Have you checked the pipe?
You ready for this? I think you guys are all going to be impressed with what I'm about to tell you. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I was able to not only get myself my own Airbnb, okay, because I was looking at all these hotels and it's parents' weekend and the Lakers are in town and the hotel rooms are through the roof. I got an Airbnb. So then I send the lady who's got the Airbnb.
Oh, you got Airbnb pipe.
Right. So I send the lady a message. I go, "Hey lady, it says
Hey lady.
Hey lady.
Hey.
It says that you have really strong internet on your advertisement." I go, "How strong?" She goes, "I don't know. How would I know?" I go, "Well, can you do me a favor?"
How many Mbps?
Right. I said, "Can you go run a speed test?"
Oh, baby.
Can you imagine me, of all people?
Wow, Cappy.
I'm
impressed.
asking this lady to go run a speed test in her Airbnb.
Good.
She writes me back. She goes, "Hey, my son went and he ran the speed test, and here are the numbers." So I take the numbers, right? And then I run a speed test
what
at
were
my
the
home.
numbers?
What are the numbers?
The numbers were better than the numbers I get
we want
at
the
my
numbers.
house.
Give us the numbers.
You know what? I'll have to look it up.
They were better than yours? Okay,
Yeah.
then that's good.
Yeah, better.
That
That's
is
good.
strong
And remember, I got like a, what do they call it? A terabyte or a?
You got a big pipe in San Diego.
Yeah. What do they call that thing?
Terabyte for internet for storage.
A TB. You got a TB.
No, he doesn't have a TB pipe.
No,
He's got
not
a
a ter-
TB cloud, not a
What
pipe.
is the
though.
thing?
Right.
What's the speed thing, Jorge?
Mbps.
Briones?
Mbps.
Yeah.
Right. But like
You got 1 gig.
I got 1 gig.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hear that? I got a gig.
Yeah.
Don't
me
you
too.
have
I
one
got a
of-
gig, Cappy.
Yeah, don't you have one of those internet towers, though, Cap?
I do, and I could bring it. I'm
Yeah,
really.
but then he's gonna have to travel with it. It's a whole thing.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
it's
it
so
is.
small.
Yeah,
It's-
but all this missigosh.
Yeah.
Well, are you
Well-
gonna give us the numbers or what?
I got to look them up. I got to find her email.
Yeah.
This lady.
I mean, Cappy, you need a gig these days.
I know I do.
I mean,
I
listen, I got 2 kids streaming stuff. Although in the morning they're not there, so that's actually
Yeah,
good.
but I thought Mateo's playing football and stuff.
Yeah, but he's like playing PlayStation at home. But he's not home while we're doing the show now. In the
All right.
afternoon, it was a bigger deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ron the Caddy's in our YouTube chat saying there's no way I booked this Airbnb on my own. I swear to God. Listen, I was looking at every hotel, and the hotels were super expensive. So I'm like, you know what? Let me check an Airbnb. I found an Airbnb right next to the campus where my daughter goes to school at
Yeah.
Tulane. It's called Uptown New Orleans.
Yeah.
And it's half the price, looks really nice, much closer to her, right there at Autobahn Park it's called. And so I think I've done a pretty good job. I think I've done pretty good.
Look at you, Cappy. Yeah.
And wait, hold on. You ready for this, George?
Yeah.
And then yesterday, I'm sitting there watching the Rams game.
Yeah.
And George and I are texting.
Yeah.
And what did I ask you about
You
yesterday?
asked me about how do I book a parking spot at LAX, my home away from home.
So then George explained to me which parking lot I should use.
Right, based on the airline you're going to use.
Sent me the
By
link.
the way, I knew exactly what airline you were flying based on where you were going.
Right, sent me the link.
I'm like a travel agent.
I was able to click the link. I mean, I'm really proud of myself. I was able to click the link.
Yeah. I sent you the link, right?
Right,
Yeah.
you sent it. I clicked it.
Yeah.
And then I was able to even actually put my credit card information in. And and wait, you ready for this?
Yeah.
I finished it off. I have the parking with my license plate and my confirmation It's even in my Apple Wallet
All
right
good
now.
for you. That's what you need. You need the
Yes.
Apple Wallet so you can just show the little thing on the the prepaid parking when you walk
You guys
in.
are gonna be proud of me. Lately, I've actually stopped carrying a credit card, cash, everything. I pay for everything with my phone now.
Wow, look at you, Cappy.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty
It
cool.
only took like 6 years for us to get there with you.
I'm feeling pretty cool. I was also feeling very cool yesterday as I was sitting there watching this Rams game.
Yeah.
Because, George, look, I know we started the season off and we go, look, Matthew Stafford at 37 years old, look, at his veteran experience. Okay, but he's got a back problem.
Yeah.
And then we said, well, Davante Adams is here, but what kind of personality is Davante Adams? What are they bringing into this locker room based on the things that we had seen and known
I wasn't
about
so
Davante
worried
Adams?
about that part.
Yeah, you really played that up, Cappy. That's how the whole feud got started.
Yeah.
You have me on your show to berate me.
You
Is
were
that what you're doing
You
now?
were listening to JT too much.
Well, all I'm saying is that
You watched too much receiver.
I did watch a lot of receiver.
Yeah.
That's true. I did. But there were a lot of question marks. Will the offensive line be able to stay healthy?
Mm-hmm.
What will the Rams be in the linebacker position? We know what they are up front, but what will they be at the linebacker position?
Will
How
Davante
their
Adams
secondary
be in a
perform?
dark place again?
Yes, you see, these are the things that I was asking. The Rams at 7-2, and more so than ever after this game against San Francisco.
Yeah.
You lose at home in overtime.
Yeah.
You fumble on the goal line.
Yeah.
You get stopped on a 4th and short.
Mm-hmm.
You could have and probably should have won that game,
Mm-hmm.
and you dropped it at home.
Right.
Now you go on the road, and
Yeah.
I grant you, San Francisco is a wounded animal. I'll give you that.
They are wounded.
But you didn't beat them. You annihilated them.
Destroyed them.
Ham slammed them.
Yeah.
Motor boated them.
Yeah.
You did all of it. And I think the Rams are now legitimately, in my opinion, of course it's built on bias.
Right.
I think the Rams are the favorite from the NFC to go to the Super Bowl.
Even over the Eagles, who they have not beaten.
And we're going to see a lot of the Eagles tonight. We're going to see the Eagles play the Packers tonight. I'm not high on the Packers. I expect the Eagles to win. I don't think that Vegas does.
Careful with fly, Eagles, fly. Remember, you can't play that on. Yeah.
By the way, not to go back to Friday's bit, but I know it's a certain person's 60th birthday coming up.
Who that?
Well, you know who. I want to get a Davante Adams Rams jersey for him for his 60th birthday, and I will gladly give it to you wrapped and ready so you can take it to his
you're
party.
obsessed with JT the Brick.
I didn't say his name for the record.
But for the love.
I didn't know who you were talking about.
I'm getting him a Davante Adams Rams jersey.
Okay, cool.
That's actually a very funny idea.
I'm going to do it.
And you can send it with Samboni, who's your BFF.
No, I already told Samboni if he goes, it's done.
Wait. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Wait, you're
now
telling him
willing.
he can't go to a birthday party
Yeah.
because you don't get along with the guy?
I need the Kings to do like some sort of special broadcast that night, so he can't go.
No, stop.
Now, if Samboni, who is, you say, one of your best friends, 25 plus years.
He's my best friend. Not to be
If
confused with Tommy Lamb, who's my work best friend.
But if Samboni goes to JT's birthday, his 60th birthday, you're cutting him out?
Cutting him out.
Now, are you firing him?
No.
Oh, he's allowed to still work here?
Yes. But he might as well stay in Vegas.
Oh, stop.
Wow.
Are you going to text him and say you just lost a friend?
No. No, but anyway, let's move on from this. But I am getting a Davante Adams Rams jersey for him. Give me the size, Cappy.
It's a great idea. It's a great idea.
So, Cappy, I'm with you. I think the Rams are in the conversation as the favorites, although some people would say the Lions are in that conversation too. Like, the top of the NFC is going to be an interesting battle for sure. I think it's Philly. I think it's the Rams. I think the Lions are in there somewhere.
Let's add the Seahawks.
And the Seahawks, yes. But this is a big moment for Sam Darnold, right? Because we have now here's what we have learned, okay? If you put a pretty good team around Sam Darnold, because again, I don't think anyone thought the Seahawks were this great team, okay? And I don't think anyone thought Minnesota was some great team last year either. But if you put a competent team around Sam, he's going to get you wins. Like, he's going to manage the game well. He's going to take shots when he needs to. Like, he has become a good quarterback. But if there's one knock on him, is in the moments of truth, right? And I love Sam. So I feel bad that that's the narrative on him at the moment. But last year, the way things ended, obviously he lost to the Rams in the regular season, lost to them in the playoffs. These are one of those like moments where people are going to keep an eye on how he plays in a game like this.
Yeah, listen, I definitely thought Sam Darnold last year was the beneficiary of all of the skill position talent that they had in Minnesota. I also thought he was the beneficiary of Kevin O'Connell, who has now this great reputation as being a quarterback whisperer type head coach. And they won 14 regular season games, and then they got bounced in the first round of the playoffs. And it was not a good performance out of Sam Darnold. When he got starting quarterback, franchise quarterback money to go to Seattle, I thought, geez, you guys are building around Sam Darnold, and he hasn't really proven anything other than the 1 year in Minnesota.
I remember Raider fan. Oh, I haven't forgotten about you. I remember Raider fan. We don't need Sam Darnold. Geno Smith is going to lead us to the playoffs. Geno's our guy.
Geno Smith!
Okay.
Well, I can just tell you this. Yesterday, the Seattle Seahawks completely annihilated the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, my God.
And it wasn't really that Sam Darnold did very much. I mean, they had one guy on the defensive side, DeMarcus Lawrence, who picked up 2 fumbles and scored in the first half. And they looked almost exactly the same, like the exact same play. When you look at Sam Darnold yesterday, George, and you look at his numbers, think about this. How many NFL teams put up 44 points when their quarterback only has 12 pass attempts? That's what he did yesterday.
Right.
They didn't need offense. They won on defense.
But he's had games where he's had big games passing the ball. He's managing the game. Whereas before, the knock on him was, he's not good. He's forcing everything. He doesn't do any of that anymore.
Yeah, and Seattle, again, I know it's only Monday, and we'll see Seattle and the Rams on Sunday. But Seattle, like the Rams, who split their time at running back, and they try and evenly distribute the ball. Blake Corum had 13 carries yesterday. Kyron Williams had 14 carries yesterday. Yeah. But it's kind of the same thing with Seattle. Charbonnet, the kid out of UCLA, had 14 carries, and Kenneth Walker had 14 carries.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
yesterday.
In a game against Washington a couple weeks ago, he had over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Hell, in a game against Tampa, they lost the game 38-35 in a barn burner, but their defense let them down. He had 4 touchdowns in that game too, and over 300 yards. So he's a good quarterback. Like he is a good quarterback. The question is, can he actually win a game that matters, right? Like that to me is still the question that surrounds him. But the baseline is now he's a good quarterback.
But good question about can he win the big game, or what you called it, the games that matter? Because right now, Seattle is 7-2. Their losses are against the 49ers. That was week 1, so we'll cut them a break there.
Yeah, first week. Yeah.
And they lost to the Buccaneers, as you just pointed out, in what you called a barn burner. Otherwise, every other win, I'll just give them to you. Steelers, we don't think much of them. Saints, trash, even though you got to give them credit because they played pretty decent yesterday against Carolina, who people were starting to think might be getting better. They beat the Cardinals, and they just kind of squeaked by the Cardinals. This was the first time. Beat the Jaguars, the Texans, the Commanders when Jaden Daniels got hurt. And again, they beat up on the Cardinals. So in other words, the 2 quality playoff caliber teams that they've played so far this year, Seattle, the Niners and the Bucks, they lost both of those games.
Okay.
Advantage in a huge, huge way this upcoming weekend when the Rams host the Seahawks. Huge advantage. Quarterback for quarterback, you'll take Stafford over Darnold all day long.
Agreed.
Head coach versus head coach, you're going to take McVay all day long. Everything in home field advantage, everything points to the Rams winning this game against the Seahawks this upcoming Sunday. But then again, we just look around the rest of the NFL this past weekend, the one game that sticks out to me, how the hell did the Buffalo Bills get beaten down by the Miami Dolphins? A team that looks like their coach is on the verge of getting fired. Their quarterback, people were talking about possibility of trading. How did the Dolphins annihilate the Bills yesterday? So as much as I say Rams, every advantage is Rams, do we really know?
Well, you talking about the Bills, you talk about quality of wins. Look at the Bills' wins. They had the Ravens in week 1. That was a good win. Lamar was there. But then it's the Jets, the Dolphins, the Saints that they beat. They lost to the Pats. They lost to the Falcons. They beat the Panthers, which we don't know what they are, good or not. They beat the Chiefs last week, but the Chiefs are kind of up and down. And then they lost to the Dolphins.
Wait, I mean, the Chiefs are up. The Chiefs are a good team. Like,
what are
we
they,
doing
4 and 5? 5 and 4? Like, yeah, 5 and 4.
But you would say
it's a good team. They are a good team. No, they're a good team. Everybody else, all the wins that they have are not against bad teams. They don't have quality wins outside.
Well, they also are playing the NFC South.
Sure.
That's the rotation this year. So
we'll see they play the Bucs next.
Right.
So if they can beat the Bucs, then that's a good quality win. But every other win is nothing for the Bills. They're good, obviously.
I get it, but they also have a history of being good over the last several years.
100%. But their wins this year is what
a guy who's probably an MVP candidate every year.
Yes, absolutely. But look at the wins though. Even the wins are close.
I guess.
You want to know who's not good?
I just know they're good.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you who's not good. You want to know who the worst team in football is right now?
Yeah.
It's the Browns.
Lindsay, your Cleveland Browns
The Raiders
were
are right
actually favored to beat the Jets this weekend.
Were they really?
Yeah. And the Jets, somebody can check me on that just to make sure for accuracy. But the Jets, who remember, the Jets were like 0-7, and then they beat the Bengals in that crazy game. And that was the game. In the pregame, they heard that Nick Mangold, their legendary center of that franchise, had died. Right? They finally step up. They win this emotional game. I don't know if anybody saw this yesterday, but they're playing against the Browns, and in the end zone, I actually get chills. They had this flag with Nick Mangold's face on it, and they expanded it across the fans in the end zone, and yet the Jets find another way to win an emotional game. The Jets have won 2 straight games. They've beaten 2 of the worst teams in the NFL, the Bengals and the Browns.
Yeah.
And the Browns are an absolute disaster.
But with the Bills, I'm looking at it here. Their last 4 trips to Miami, they're 2-2. You know what I mean? And only one of those games was lopsided. Like, they won lopsided. The other one was a nail biter, too. Like, sometimes you just go places and it just doesn't go your way, especially in the division.
That's why when I look at the Patriots as an example, I look at the Patriots and I go, you went on the road and you beat the Buccaneers, who were coming off of a bye. And you know what? The Buccaneers are a team that a lot of people think is a contender in the NFC. And you went to their place and you beat them. And I'm not saying like they crushed them. I'm just saying the Patriots are 8-2, and that's a legit win. You know, a lot of these Bronco wins, just as an example. I mean, how bad were the Broncos last Thursday night against the Raiders? They were horrendous.
But they won.
But they keep finding ways to win.
Yeah.
Do you believe more in New England, or do you believe more in Denver? They both have an 8-2 record.
New England
Right now,
went
me
to
too.
Buffalo. Went to Buffalo and won.
But I'll tell you the team that's coming, just in the AFC, by the way, is the Ravens.
Yes, you've said this before.
And I've told you guys for weeks that this thing is happening.
Yes.
They are coming.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's been saying that for weeks.
Who has?
Oh,
Everyone.
boy. Here we go.
I feel like everyone's just like,
Not just you, Cap.
Look at
That's what she's
Pittsburgh,
saying.
and they're not beating anybody that's any good. And as soon as Lamar comes back, like if they can just kind of tread water until Lamar comes back, then they're going to be all right.
Well, but they didn't even tread water while Lamar was gone.
Yeah,
it was
they
right
didn't.
when they lost to the Rams. Remember that game? They lost to the Rams before the Rams took off to go to London.
Yeah.
Then they now have gotten Lamar back, and since then, and again, I'll have to go back and look. They beat the Bears, okay, and in that game,
Bears,
right? In that game, they didn't even have Lamar back, so they had Tyler Huntley as their starting quarterback. So the following week,
Snoop Huntley,
they were getting Lamar back, and since that time, they've won 2 straight games. They've won 3 straight overall, and because Pittsburgh is so bad, especially
Are they really that bad?
yeah, they're that bad.
Okay.
They're that bad.
I mean, they're not bad. They're an average team.
So Pittsburgh 2 weeks ago, when they beat Indianapolis, when everybody is glazing the Colts, wait a second, maybe Pittsburgh's not that bad. And then they put on the kind of performance last night to all the Stiller fans.
You're just so jaded now on them because they lost to the Chargers.
Not just lost.
You were sitting there glazing Aaron Rodgers.
You glazed him
for
so hard.
weeks to
And I
start
may
the
glaze
season.
him more. I may glaze him later. I may. But last night
What are you,
was a
Scott
pathetic.
Glazer? Cousins with Jay Glazer?
Me and Jay Glazer, we glaze people. Shout out to Jay. But Aaron Rodgers last night, he's bad. They don't have really anybody for him to throw the ball to other than DK, and even if they did, he couldn't get it to him anyway. And he overthrew more guys. And last night, look, there was that second interception where it hit the receiver like right in the hands and it popped up, and it wasn't necessarily his fault. But still, the Steelers are horrendous, and here come the Ravens.
I don't think they're horrendous. I think
Horrendous.
that's an exaggeration.
No, they're an average.
Horrible.
They're average.
I feel
horrible.
bad for DK signing that big contract, and then Rodgers going to be gone after, a year?
I think they'll still make the playoffs.
This year?
They
Yeah.
always do.
Yeah.
How are they going to make the playoffs? They have to win the division.
It's going to come down to them and the Ravens, and I don't know. I just feel like the Steelers seem like they have an easier schedule.
I mean, it's
left.
possible for sure.
All right, let's
it's
take a look
possible.
here. Let's take a look here. The Ravens have the Browns. We can chalk that up to an easy win. Then the Ravens have the Jets. We can chalk, and the Bengals. Oh my God! Then the Steelers. Forget it. I don't think the Ravens are going to lose another game until they play the Patriots.
AFC North talk.
Well, last night Aaron Rodgers put this on our radar, Christopher. Unfortunately, we had to see that terrible performance last night.
Heart, guts, grit.
Real quick, football
there it
fans. The Rams Toyota Countdown to Kickoff is live from Cosm this Sunday. Join Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens live from the hall at Cosm. Feel the energy on a massive wall-to-wall LED. Lots of those displays. Enjoy local food, craft cocktails, and beers, and get game day ready with us. Plus, get free hall entry when you show your SoFi Stadium ticket. Don't miss out. Learn more at Cosm.com. Let's also do this real quick for the YouTube audience, huh?
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
And $1 Million Monday is on. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. Do you have your Super Bowl prediction ready? Both teams and the final score. And that's how you could win $1 million. And just for playing on $1 Million Monday, you win Rams tickets. 2 tickets to a game at SoFi. Are you ready? Caller number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN. You're going to play on $1 Million Monday coming up next.
So we'll take caller 7, and we'll do that after a 90-second timeout. Here on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, YouTube only hour on ESPN LA.
Your Lakers, your season, your home.
Today, the Purple and Gold road trip makes a stop in Charlotte as the Lake Show face off with the Hornets.
Luka dribbling, steps back, 3 for the lead. That's good! Lakers lead!
Coverage of Lakers versus Hornets starts today at 2:30 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
This thing right here is letting all the ladies know what guys talk about.
940.
You know, the finer things in life.
Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Monday, a $1 Million Monday.
Ooh, that dress so scandalous. And you know
yesterday, November 9th, he turned 46 years old. I just saw him recently at a Drew Hill concert at YouTube Theater. Cisco with that silver head. And he could still move, by the way.
Truck. That's like what? Baby, move your butt.
Damn.
I think I'm singing
Wow.
again. She had dumps like a truck.
How'd that feel? For those of you that are
you're jelly, huh? You're jelly.
jelly.
You're jelly. You could be in the seat next week.
I'll tell you right now, Morales just stood up. And speaking of thongs, we know that we're going to have to wait till the man is to see him in one. But Morales just put the booty right all over.
No, you
All
can't
over
touch him. You know
Briones.
that, right? You can't touch him. You just gotta.
Yeah, you can't touch it. You just got to let it go.
no touch, Cappy. Let it go.
No
No
touching. No touching.
Damn. Cappy.
Hold on. We got caller 7.
Oh, sorry.
Time for caller number 7. Mark Villegas in Fullerton. Mark, good morning. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good.
You in the DTF, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You are caller 7 on $1 Million Monday just for playing today. You're going to get Rams-Cardinals tickets at SoFi Stadium. Maybe you can look into a personal C license for UCLA tickets, too. You know? Give us your big game prediction, both teams, and the final score for February.
Okay, I think it's going to be the Chargers and Rams, 21-28 Rams.
Nice.
Oh, God, that would be the greatest thing ever.
Well,
oh, my God, that would be the greatest.
Mark, congratulations. Thanks for listening, and thanks for playing on $1 Million Monday. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. By the way, if they were both in the Super Bowl and they both had home field, which I know is a lot of ifs, you realize that would create mass chaos for Championship Sunday.
Good point. Good point. Yes, it would create mass chaos.
You'd probably have to do it on different days.
Yeah, maybe do a Saturday and a Sunday.
Yeah,
maybe.
Or that would be mass chaos. Yeah, that's a good point. But God, that would be the greatest thing that ever happened in my life. The Rams win the Super Bowl against the Chargers, because all these Charger fans would have their hopes so high. Oh, we made it to the Super Bowl. This is awesome. We're going to win the Super Bowl. And then the Rams just smack them down. And so I was like, I told you. I waited until the very end. They're going to break your heart.
So the Chargers, Cappy, as we documented, have a 10% chance to make the Super Bowl. That's fourth best odds in the AFC.
Behind who?
Grit.
Curious.
Behind the Colts at 1,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
the Chiefs at 2. This is according to ESPN Analytics.
Okay.
The Broncos narrowly over them as well.
Wow.
And the Bills as well.
And the Patriots are not
Bills
there,
are
huh?
third. Broncos fourth. I'm sorry, yeah. So fifth best. It's Colts, Chiefs, Bills, Broncos, Chargers.
Everybody is
in the
bought
AFC.
in. Yeah, everybody's bought in on the Colts. But I don't hear anybody talking about the Patriots, who have the same record. And it's interesting.
Patriots have a worse chance of making the Super Bowl according to ESPN Analytics than the Chargers do. They're the next team, I believe.
Okay. And the Chiefs, who are currently 5-4, versus the Chargers, check me, I believe, are 7-2.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty interesting that the Chiefs have 2 fewer wins, but a higher percentage chance.
Do you
the
know
Super Bowl.
what team has the highest percent chance of any team in either conference to both make and win the Super Bowl?
Take a guess. Would be the Eagles?
The Rams.
Oh. Tell me.
Yeah. The Rams. 22.2% chance of making the Super Bowl, 12% chance of winning the Super Bowl.
Who's behind the Rams in the NFC?
In the NFC, 22.2. Let me sort it. It'll be easier.
Okay. Doing a little sorting right now, huh?
It would be the Eagles.
Okay, what are they?
18.8 and 10.1.
Okay, so right behind him. Who's after the Eagles? Don't tell me. Let me guess here.
After the Eagles in the NFC?
Yeah, after the Eagles in the NFC, are the Buccaneers up there?
Nope, Lions.
Oh, Lions. Okay, I should have thought of that. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where
How
are the
about
Packers?
Seahawks?
Packers are...
I don't buy the Packers.
They're the next team after the Lions.
Really?
To make the Super Bowl. Not to win, but to make.
Where do the Seahawks come into play, and where do the Bucs come into play?
Seahawks are right behind the Packers. But I'm talking about, like, almost the same amount of chance. Like, Packers 11.4%, Seahawks 11.3%.
In our picks against the spread, which have become extremely competitive recently.
Not this week, because I sucked.
Well, I didn't want to say it, but I'm glad you did.
Well, the Eagles can help me tonight, and I'll be average.
If Green Bay wins this game by more than 2.5, I had a monster week.
You did. You needed it, though.
Yes.
Well, Bergie had New England at 5. Chris, you want to reset this for everybody?
I'm so confused on whatever we're doing, but what are we doing now? Picks against the spread? I don't have it in front of me.
I have it in front of me.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was asking you to reset the rules just so everybody understands what we're talking about.
Oh, yes. So how we do picks against the spread is we all make the picks according to the point spread, and we give it a confidence rating. So, for instance, if you take something as your 5 and you win, you get 5 points. That's how we end up with 15 points each week. 5 games, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey.
Okay.
That used to be a show on
And
FSN.
why were you taking a shot at us? I feel like Cappy was asking legit questions about what percent chance people have to make the Super Bowl.
I was reading the YouTube chat.
No.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So, Bergie, to your credit, you had a 5 on New England.
Yes, sir.
That was a good play. Now, Lindsay, you had a 5 on the Steelers last night.
I did.
Steelers.
And I did not win that.
Here we go.
The only points I've got so far this week are the Rams, and that was my 1. So I need the.
Here we go.
George, you're also in a little bit of a bind this week.
Yeah, but if the Eagles win, I'm good.
Well, if the Eagles win, you'll get a 4.
Right, so I'll be at a 6.
It's still funny.
So if I get 6,
Let's go, Birds!
Oh yeah, let's go Birds. If I get a 6, I'm still in decent shape.
You got the Chargers at a 2, and you would have the Eagles at a 4, giving you a 6. Bergie, what are you at? Because you're bringing up the rear.
Bergie might get them all this week.
No, I lost one. I took.
You took
I took Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I took Pittsburgh.
Bergman.
So I took Green Bay with my 4. So and everybody else took Philadelphia.
That's right.
So that could put me at 12. If Green Bay covers, puts me at 12, where everybody else would be.
They're 2.5
lower.
point favorites.
Yeah, 2.5 point favorites. Yep.
Now, if the Eagles win,
it's actually down to 1. I saw
it is.
today.
Did it go down to 1?
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy that they're even favored to begin
Green Bay's a
with.
1-point
They're
favorite.
at home.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, but it's the Eagles and the Packers. I don't know. They just haven't really beaten anybody.
yeah, but I
either.
mean, nobody wins all the games.
Green Bay beat the Lions.
I know.
What, week one?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Week
You're
one,
just
week two.
again, you're jaded because they lost to the Browns.
You're right. I am. Wouldn't you be? I mean, the Browns lost to the Jets.
It's the NFL. Crazy stuff happens.
Okay.
I mean, listen, crazy stuff happened in week 1 when the Patriots lost to the Raiders.
And you guys thought they were going to the playoffs.
I might
Not
move
just
to
the
last
playoffs, the
place
Super
this
Bowl.
week. This is bad, man. I'm going to move to last place, I think.
No, you're not going to move to
Wait,
last
could you move to
place.
last? Could you go from first to last?
If the Eagles win,
that'll happen.
if the Eagles win, I only get 5 points this week.
That's fine.
Right, but if the
Still
the
halfway
Eagles
through
win,
the season.
That's okay. I'm the cardiac kid, and I'm the comeback
We
kid.
have I mean, it's honestly, what is this, week 10?
Yes.
Yeah, there's still a long way to go.
I'm
I
coming
did
for
get
you,
that
Cap.
Raider 5. That Raider 5 helped me. The Rams at 3 helped me.
I mean, you got so lucky that the Broncos punter was shanking punts like I've never seen a punter
He
shank
was getting paid by
in
Mark
professional
Davis and Werther's Originals.
You know what's so funny about that, though, George? You know, it's so funny you
I've
mentioned
never
that.
seen that before in my life.
It is so funny you mentioned the
3
Broncos
straight
punter.
punts?
Yeah, where he looked like a kid who'd never kicked the ball in his
Ever,
life.
ever.
Right. But you know how you came on the air on Friday and you're like, "What's up with the punter for the Broncos? Did he have a bet on the game? Like something like that, right?"
Yeah.
Then you see this story
About the baseball players?
about these baseball guys in Cleveland. The guy
When I sent
Clase.
that story yesterday, Lindsay was oddly quiet.
Well, I turned my phone on Do Not Disturb all weekend.
Oh, that's good on an NFL Sunday. That's good.
I mean, I chime in when it's necessary, you know.
But I love when people go back and they find the receipts. So the pitcher for the Indians, Clase, or the Guardians now, they're like,
He's unemployed now.
Well, they were like, here's the deal on this guy. He was making bets that his first pitch would be a ball. So they show his first pitch, and it's like 20 of them, and they're bounced in front of home plate.
I mean,
And
so
Andy
bad.
Pajes swung at one of them.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's so Andy Pajes to swing at a pitch that is nowhere near the plate.
Yeah.
But Bergie,
and
you know
ruin
what's-
it. Yeah.
But by the
12
way,
grand.
that's how good that guy is because he was still one of the best closers in the sport.
He could sacrifice one pitch to make money for himself and for whoever the bettors are. But here's the thing.
He
I
barely
don't know
made anything.
Just so dumb, though.
Well, they said that he was bribed, and there's this whole other story on The Athletic about how there's, like some gangsters that were threatening him and all this stuff, kind of similar to what they were talking about with the NBA guys.
Yeah.
Bet you it's all connected somehow.
Probably.
Somewhere on that FBI board, there's a connection point.
Probably.
I
It's
would
kind of
bet
weird
you're right.
timing.
Yeah, I mean, but the receipts on, look at him throw the ball 10 feet in front of home plate, and you realize that the story, if it all is true, is that all he had to do was throw one ball. And he wasn't throwing it over dudes' heads, or he wasn't throwing it inside. But the one that Andy Pajes swung on, I don't remember that pitch per se. Do you remember that one, Bergie? What
No,
it looked like?
I don't remember. No,
Okay.
no, just a random.
No, I just thought maybe somebody
by
put it out.
watching it, yeah, it was.
The
it
video
was
is funny.
Yeah, it was like it hit the dirt, and he still swung at it.
So now,
And in the
here's-
group text with the bookie guy, he responded to him being mad about it with I think it was like a Snoopy sad face gif. Because he swung
texted
at
who?
It. Emmanuel Clase, the guy who because the guy swung at it, and so he
Right.
didn't get his money on that one.
Yeah. But then it makes me think that this is how now I'm becoming jaded. When I hear a guy like Sedano question a punter for the Denver Broncos, what's this guy? Got a bet on the game or something?
I mean, listen, nothing should be like not questioned at this point.
So Andy Pajes. Just this is now the way my jaded mind
You
is
think
working.
Andy Pajes is going the other way?
Well, right. So think about it like this.
Oh,
You
for
ready?
the love of God.
Think about this. Think
You think
about
he
it
knew
this
the
way.
Class A first pitch prop?
No, the opposite. You
Oh.
ready for this?
Okay.
Here, how about this?
Has something to do with Otani.
No. It had to do with him himself. I told a guy, I will have a strike on the first pitch of the at-bat. So regardless of where the ball is, I'm swinging and I'm taking that strike no matter what. So I know that the likelihood of that happening is probably not very high. But don't you understand that when you see all these basketball guys get busted, and now you see these baseball guys get busted, and the one guy who swung at a bad pitch, why would he have swung at that pitch? Is it because he consistently swings at bad pitches, Bergie? Maybe. Or, on the other hand, maybe he had a play, which was, I got to swing on the first pitch and get a strike.
They need to get rid of those micro bets, like in-game,
agreed.
swinging at certain pitches. Like, that's ridiculous.
The prop bets,
yeah.
Well, those super micro prop bets.
Literally, like, first pitch strike.
Yeah.
By the way, Brian Dable was just fired, according to Adam Schefter.
It is a final.
The Giants?
Giants. Yeah.
I had read a report yesterday from one of the Giants reporters that said breaking. Brian Daboll is going to be fired, and then there was no information about it. So this is happening now, huh?
Yep, just happened. Adam Schefter reporting.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know.
Why?
Listen, why?
Why not?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
They're 2-8,
I mean,
and now if Dart is hurt,
and obviously they believe in Jackson Dart, so let's go get him a coach a real head coach.
Pete
will be available soon.
You don't want Werther's original to Jackson Dart.
But he's not going to. He's
Sonny,
going to be
come
fired,
here.
right?
The trend is more than likely by good teams to go after whatever they deem to be a great coordinator of the current crop.
Let me tell you what I would do. If I were the Giants, the first thing I'd do is I'd look at Sean McVay's staff.
Chris Shula.
And I go, who do I want? Do I want a defensive guy?
What are you making that face for?
I don't know if he's head coach material.
Why?
Chris Shula?
Why
I
wouldn't
don't
he
know.
be?
Chris Shula is considered one of the guys that's in the next generation of
question.
becoming head coaches in the NFL.
100% everyone thinks he's one of the guys that can be a head coach in the next couple of years.
Aubrey Pleasant is in that too.
Aubrey Pleasant is also one of those guys. But if I'm the Giants, I'm going to look and I'm going to say, okay, what do I want to do here? To me, I'd want an offensive coach because I just
he's not that, right?
No, he's not.
Right.
So I would look at a couple of different guys, but I would look at Sean's staff and I'd say, is Aubrey Pleasant my guy? Is LaFleur the offensive coordinator my guy?
Mike LaFleur, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Is it Shula? Either way, I mean, listen. In Seattle, they're proving that a defensive head coach who gets himself a quarterback can be successful.
Right.
And on the other hand, in Chicago, they're proving that you go get an offensive coach and you tutor a young quarterback. So if I am the Giants, I am looking at Sean McVay's staff and I'm deciding, do I want their defensive coordinator? Do I want their offensive coordinator? Do I want their assistant head coach? I want something or somebody from the McVay staff to take over the New York Giants.
Right, because, it's interesting because if you look at the Niners staff, like the Shanahan tree, the Mike Shanahan tree, right, it's been very successful, including his son and Sean and Mike and, Matt LaFleur, et cetera, right? Zach Taylor in Cincinnati, et cetera, right? But it's interesting because the Kyle Shanahan tree has not bared a lot of fruit. Mike McDaniel, hot initially, not so great the last 2 years. Robert Saleh was kind of a flop, although I don't know if that was his fault necessarily. The Jets are kind of a dumpster fire. But, yeah, the McVay tree, I mean, is there a McVay whiff is what I would say.
I don't think there is one yet. Other than
Brandon Staley?
Yeah, Brandon Staley.
But Brandon Staley.
It was like 1 year, right?
He had
That was a
one
pretty
year.
bad year. It was a whiff.
No, he was 1 year with McVay.
With the Rams.
Yeah,
he,
but
he
still.
does not. He doesn't have
Not like a
the-
long-time assistant like
Right.
some of the other guys.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah,
it's a little bit of a caveat.
I mean, Kevin O'Connell was with the Rams for a while.
Yeah.
Liam Cohen was with the
Right.
Rams for a while.
Twice, actually.
Yeah.
What about
Zach
Raheem?
Taylor-
Raheem, I guess, is okay right now, right?
He's not really a McVay guy, though.
Yeah, I mean, they were on the staff together in Washington.
Right, they're
and-
connected.
Right, but I don't know. I wouldn't consider him a McVay guy.
No, because he was a head coach before
Before
McVay.
Sean was,
Right.
yeah.
Zach
So-
Taylor's probably going to get fired. He's not a whiff, but he's probably
I
going to
mean,
get fired.
that's also not his fault.
Yeah,
though.
no, it's not.
I mean, your quarterback can't stay healthy. There's nothing.
I mean,
you
he
can do
did
about
lead them to a Super Bowl when
And
they
by
had
the
a
way,
healthy quarterback.
Well, it's not a whiff.
Could have won the
Yeah.
Super Bowl that year.
Yeah.
Kyle just needs that tan like his old man. Mike Shanahan had that tan.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd call it a tan or a really bad ice burn because it was red.
Yeah, but it was consistent all the time.
That was a strawberry face.
It is. It is time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal. Brought to you by Sellers Advantage. Want to sell your house before you call an agent? Call Sellers Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com, DRE0196-1658, Cappy.
So, look, I'm just going to say this. Today's only Monday, and we got a long week ahead of us. But there are some things that I'm already looking forward to this week. Number one, I've mentioned it a bunch of times, Rams and Seahawks this Sunday. But I'm going to back up because George mentioned it earlier. What a huge weekend in college football. And again, it's Monday, and it's not going to happen until Saturday. My Pitt Panthers hosting Notre Dame. Two ranked teams going toe-to-toe. And should my Panthers win, they've got Georgia Tech and Miami and a real opportunity to make it into the playoff. So all the USC fans that I tell you guys are delusional that USC is going to make it into the playoffs, you guys can say the exact same thing back to me that I'm delusional as well. But here's the reason I bring it up. Lindsay, I'm going to ask you to do us a favor this week. I want you to see if you can get Aaron Donald on the show.
Okay.
Because Aaron Donald is having his number retired before this game. And, George, you said that the college game day guy should have had me on as the guest picker. I would think that Aaron Donald is going to wind up becoming the guest picker on college game day because the game day crew is going to be there in Pittsburgh for Pitt Notre Dame. Linz, my dealer's choice is very simple.
Makes sense.
Can we get Aaron Donald, the real AD, can we get Aaron Donald on this week? We can talk Rams, and we can talk about our Pitt Panthers hosting Notre Dame. I'm putting that out to you on Monday. Let's see if we can't make that happen.
Okay.
Let's do a beautiful thing.
I shall do my best.
I really appreciate the effort.
Heart,
and that is the real
guts,
deal.
Grit.
Heart, guts,
so
and
your
grit,
real
Linz,
deal
you got
today
it.
is live producing on the air.
Correct.
Well, way to really do it, Cappy.
You like that?
Way to really sell it for the partner.
You don't think the partner's happy with the idea of getting Aaron Donald on?
Well, I don't think they're attached to that necessarily.
Well, I'll tell you what the partner will like. To remind everybody that when you're ready to sell your home, you call Seller's Advantage, 888-390 as is. They'll make you a competitive cash offer, and they'll even give you $20,000 up front if you need the moving money. So go ahead. How about that for the real deal?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't know, man.
You're not inspired by that.
I would think after a whole weekend of you not drinking apparently and resting.
All right, here's the truth.
I didn't even have coffee today. I felt good.
Here's the truth.
I had a lot of coffee.
No way, not an ounce. I haven't had any coffee since. When was the last time I was in here?
I don't know.
Last week?
I don't know, but I had a double coffee yesterday, man, middle of the day. It was awesome.
Nah.
I was very awake and alive for all those
Well,
late
give us
afternoon
something. Give
football
us a
games.
nugget here. Come on.
Well, the truth is I did drink this weekend, if you guys really want to know the truth.
Oh, shocking.
It was I don't, you guys, I only drank once a week, really. And I had, this is bad. I had 3 cocktails. And I'm pretty much convinced that when I ordered Tito's, they probably put Smirnoff in a Tito's bottle to sell it to me. I had a terrible, terrible headache on Saturday night and into Sunday morning. So that bar, I think, do you think bars do that? Do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yes.
Because I had a terrible headache.
Or they're just busy and don't have it, you know.
Oh,
You know what? Just don't drink.
Well, I generally don't drink.
Uh-huh.
But it was Saturday night. And
I'm going to
we
go
went
till
out.
Thanksgiving. That'd give me a month without a drop of alcohol.
Guess what? I'm going to go the rest of my life. Anyway, happy Monday. Everybody, thanks for a great show. Thanks for being part of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We will see you. I will not be here. And everybody will go, great show without him. And Sedano will play into it. And then I will return Wednesday. Have a great Veterans Day. Everybody have a beautiful Monday. We will see you tomorrow at 7 a.m., Mongrels.